Okay, let's do some puzzles. Do we start with um I'll start on chess.com and then I have a really let's throw this one and start a new. Throw this one and start a new. I had one started, but oh hello Test. Nice to see you here, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll start a new chess puzzle rush. Oh, hola Emma. Bienvenido de regreso, excelente tenerte aquí. Voy a empezar un nuevo survival de chess.com porque el que tenía ya le había pifiado en algunos ahí, que lo había hecho por mi cuenta ese. Así que voy a empezar uno de cero. Okay, so let's start one from zero because the previous one that I had was a little bit of a bad shape. Wait, what? Ah, we're white. We're not black. So yeah, this is maybe one, right? Okay, well we just take that. We're in check also, by the way. Um, takes. Yeah, that's just simply that. Okay, mate, because the bishop covers that one. Mate with the knight. Mate with the bishop. Um, Queen and rook team up. Liver back rank mate. We're in check. We take. We can grab this. King goes over here. Mate here. Okay, now this. King goes over there. This. And king cannot go anywhere because there's this. Mate over here. Check here. King has to go there or there, and then this is going to be mate. Okay, this is mate already. Okay, we go over here, and that's just mate because these squares are occupied by friendly pieces. Okay, we are white. So we check over here, and again we deliver back rank checkmate with queen and rook. This mate. Okay, if we take over here after takes, we pick up this bishop. Would that be good enough for us? Yeah, I mean, we have 3 minor pieces, so that should be good enough. Okay, let's see. If we take and takes, do we have anything there? We have grabbing over here, and we're hitting that at the same time. Okay, there's just mate in 1. Okay, we have this check. And that's going to lead to checkmate on the back rank. There's only a useless queen interposition, and then the king has to move and get mated. Okay, we take over here. If takes, we take there with check. Important that it's a check, otherwise they would be able to promote. And then we're going to come back here to stop the pawn from promoting. So there. Okay. We have queen takes knight. I'm making a quick count to make sure that we do have that. All right. Takes over here has to take, then this useless interposition takes. We have the bishop covering all of that. Oh, by the way, the camera you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. Just in case, because maybe I had the stuff set up incorrectly. Okay, so takes over here is the first thing that comes to mind. But knight, well, if knight takes this other one, we come back like this. And then we have an extra minor piece. So that should be good enough. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that maybe they had like some form of, yeah. Here we go here. All right, if we check over here has to take like this, then we open this up. So this is made, supported by this rook. This checkmate in one, actually. Oh wait, no. Okay, genius of me. We are pinned. We cannot do that, but we can go with this one there. And then king has to go over here, and this is a discovery. We discover like this, we block the pin, discover check, and then we can mate when the king comes back here. So yeah, that's what we do. All right. If we take over here, sacking the queen, this gets pinned. Then we can go here. Only move is interposing this one because this one is pinned. We take it, and we win. Let's see. We do have this knight. Well, it has to be that, yeah. We have this where we're discovering an attack on this rook, which is undefended, and grabbing a pawn in the process. If rook takes, then we take over here, and this second minor piece cannot be taken because the pawn would be pinned to the king. So we check here, luring the king there, only move, and then we go over here. King has to go back, then this is checkmate. So yeah, that's simple enough. Okay, we are black. We're black, we're black. This one is not so simple, I think. Probably. Like, maybe go over here with the idea of checkmating the king over there. And there doesn't seem to be anything that can stop this. The king cannot try to run away because... Well, the king could go here. What am I saying? If this, the king goes here. Yeah, but still, there's this pawn over there. So after this, the king has no escape squares. It is covered, and this is occupied there. So yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, it is. All right. Check over here. If goes over there, then we have the classic pin of this pawn to the rook. What's the count though? Yeah, the count is okay, so it has to be that. There we go. Okay. Is it beneficial for us if we go over here? Like this check, does it do anything for us? I mean, this forced. If we take over here with a rook, this is pinned. So we could potentially sacrifice this rook, where they have no choice but taking over here. And at that point, we can go here with a queen. Again, this is pinned. Then the king would have to go into the corner. Now we can bring the other rook, right? Like check goes over here, check takes, check. If goes over there, we drive the king back here, and then we bring this one. And if instead, after this, the king goes here, which is the only other option, then in that case, we go over here. And again, that brings the king over there. So yeah, should be that. If it's not that, then do forgive me. But I do believe it's this. Yeah, it ends there. So it was then. Soon I will start checking the chat again, guys. Like, I mean, for now, since I felt like I was solving them quite nicely, like one after the other, I didn't stop so that I don't lose my mojo. But I will check the chat in a few seconds. Potentially even on this one, who knows. Check over here forces this. So if we go there, forces that. Does that help us in any form? We have this. Maybe. And if they interpose this or that, then we take and we have the knight defending. So, well, no, not really. Because if they interpose, like, they still have the king. What am I saying? I mean, it's probably that move anyway. I mean, it's the only thing that looks really promising. But still, I need to polish that. So here. This I don't like because queen just takes. And then our queen is hit. So if we capture over here, then that's not nice for us. So check here. Has to be this. What happens if they interpose like that, for instance? Oh, if they interpose like that, we have the... Oh. For some reason, I was thinking if they interpose like that... Oh, no. Yeah, because I was thinking about this interposition. Okay. If they interpose like this, I mean, obviously we take with the knight. Now, if they interpose like this, then the problem is after we take with the queen, then they take with the queen, and then we take over here, king takes over there. We have a little bit of nothing there. Ah, wait a second. After they interpose with the bishop, then they are no longer covering this. Then we can go over here. Wait a second. So, check, goes over here, check. I mean, they don't really... They could also try going like over there, for instance. But if they try that, then at that point we can just bring the knight in. And if the king goes back here, what do we do? Okay, well, let me go back to that. So 2 seconds, and then I will check the chat because I mean, obviously in this one I'm completely messing up. I mean, I'm not messing up, but I mean I haven't really like found something truly solid. So after this, what was it that I said? I said something. I said that this was possible now without the queen recapturing. Even though our queen is hit several times. I mean, not several, yeah, several times, two times. So we go over here, check. That will make the king go like over there, for instance. Am I missing something? Oh, wait. Oh my God. I just realized what I'm missing, which is very, very elemental. I'm missing the fact that the queen can recapture over here. I don't have to recapture with a bishop and then lose the queen. Like, I mean, the reason I was discarding this move was because of queen takes, and I was like, yeah, I mean, they just take here, and if I take, then they take my queen, and that's not good. But I mean, I can just recapture with the queen. Okay. So obviously it's that move. I mean, we go over here, the king has absolutely no moves, therefore, queen, queen, boom. Oh, it wasn't that. Okay. Oh, because we're down like a million pieces. Oh my god. I took like 2 decades to solve that, and then I didn't solve it. Yeah, we're down a million pieces. That's the problem. Oh, also they have the bishop covering that. So I was right at first. I mean, actually, the bishop covers that square. What am I? Ay. Okay. Well, I'm just messing up magnanimously here. Ay. I should have checked the chat for that one. I didn't. Now I feel like starting a new one. Maybe, I don't know. No. I'll continue from here because that's 1 strike. That's not like 2 strikes yet. So I'll let's continue from here. But yeah, that yeah. Apologies, guys. Like, I mean, I just wow. I should have thought about that. In the end, I should have thought about that for like 2 more seconds. I was like I was feeling embarrassed by missing the fact that we could take with a queen, and so I played it really fast. And then I realized that actually, even though I hadn't realized that the queen can take, I also should have realized that there was a battery there. Like, I mean, if I had stopped like 2 seconds, I would have noticed that. But yeah, rushed with that anyway. Like, wow, terrible. But all right, like, I mean, we can continue and then we can start a new one if we fail this one, or we can come back to leeches. So yeah, let me see who's in the chat, because yeah, I took like 1,000 decades there. Congrats for 1K subs, says Mahmoud. Thank you, Mahmoud, and thank you for being here, my friend. You're one of the first of those 1K, just like test. So very glad that you guys are here. I can't get back to 500 elo rated. I am stuck at 470 to 500. If you want, I can check out your profile to see what's going on. Test if you need any advice on what to do. I mean, in general, for this now I have like restricted to members the coaching for whatever it might be worth. But in your case, I mean, you're one of the OGs here, so I can I can give you some coaching if you want. I wouldn't mind at all. Learn a tactic and see what your enemy will do. Rock is pinned. Hello, Jonathan. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. And hello, Decliff. Nice to see you back here, buddy. What does mojo mean? When I translate it to Portuguese, it's still mojo. I don't know if it's a real thing or if it was only just something from Austin Powers, but I do know it from Austin Powers. In this game, in this case, I mean, like, you know, my like when I'm doing well, like, you know, like my energy in the moment, so to say. That's the way in which I was using it there. Dama B3, dama C2, caballo, alfil. Ahora Spider Mitchell 45. No sé a qué puzzle te referías, pero seguramente tu análisis estaba bien. Challenger KA Bot, hello, and thank you for subscribing, my friend. 3, Jonathan, what is your elo? Yeah, for a moment there I wasn't checking the chat, guys, and I should have in the last one. Hello, Esad. Nice to have you back here. Strong with queen b3. Queen b3, 93. Queen b3 is correct. Turn knight check. He has to sack his queen. He's mewing. I don't know what you mean by mewing. C3. Bro, queen b3, knight f2, queen e3. Yeah, I wasn't reading the chat. I think I made that evident by saying it out loud like a few times. Rick Trey, thank you for being back here. And yeah, everyone and their mothers saw Queen B3 mating net. I completely missed that. I was too like focused on the other thing that I thought might lead to something, and yeah, I missed it. Read chat, saying read chat in chat is probably not going to have much effect, because I mean, if I read your message, it means I'm reading the chat. If I'm not reading the chat, I will not see your message, which tells me to read the chat. So I mean, it's not going to work, but I do understand the frustration. So yeah, again, like, I didn't intend to ignore the chat for so long, but at first I was like, yeah, I'm getting these puzzles one after the other, so I'm going to continue a little bit, and then when I reached one where I got stuck, then that happened about me thinking that I had missed a very obvious move, and then I realized that I was actually making an obvious blunder. So yeah, that happened. Queen check the night. Hello, I got scammed. Nice to see you back here, buddy. What's your rating? My rating is 1500 rapidchess.com. Have you ever thought of making an in real life streaming? That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Well, what would you think about that, Test? Like, what would you like to see about in real life streaming? Like, do you mean like I go and play some people like in the park or something, and make a stream? Well, I mean, a stream would be impossible, I think, because I mean, how on earth would I stream, like from my phone or something? Like, that would be I don't know if I could do that. But I mean, I could make like a video, perhaps. Like, I mean, would be an idea. Like, I don't know, I would have to find someone to play with first. But I mean, that wouldn't be too hard, I think. Finding someone to play with that I could beat would be harder. But I mean, I can make a video where I'm getting like destroyed by the guys that play 3-minute blitz on the street, which there are some. Have you ever thought of making yeah, that was what I just read. Bro, play Rook G1, let him do his things. Thank you, Dickliff. If I become a member, will I be the first channel's member? Yeah, you would. You would. Test 100% you would. Hello to the Radical. I sub you from 2 accounts. Play fast, bro. Yeah, well, I'm reading the chat now. Let's see. You guys are saying what was it? This puzzle that you guys said, Rook G1? Rook G1. Ah, and then you go here and you fork. Okay. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the puzzle. Okay, yeah. There you go. Oh, okay. Now we're just pushing for promotion, I assume. I mean, nothing else makes much sense. So there we go. Okay, there you get a new puzzle. So yeah, thanks for subbing from 2 accounts. And yeah. Yeah, I was just reading chat. That's why I wasn't playing a move. I wasn't even checking the puzzle yet. But yeah, you guys already said Rook G1, so yeah, great solving, guys. 1500 rapid. Yeah, thanks for answering that one to the Radical. Play fast puzzle. You're speaking so much. Yeah, I mean, now I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Challenger Games, what's your rating? Is 1674. I am also a small YouTuber. Oh, okay, that's okay. Challenger Games. Knight D3 says Dickliff. Knight D3 and Queen D1 no matter what. Okay, I do believe you guys. So let's go Knight D3. And then here. Okay, there you go. So yeah, great solving there, Dickliff and ESAD. 94 says he said. Okay, 94, and yeah, that's just that. Like, that's just I made good stuff. Let's see if we give this check. Do we have anything? Well, I mean, we can push here with the intention of going for that check and promotion. But at that point, they can go like, oh well, if they go here, then we swing to the other side. Yeah, so probably push first, I assume. Which seems good. Oh, you'll become a member for real test? That would be super awesome. Yeah, I would be very thankful, my friend. Uh, A2 first. All right, there we go. A2. Okay, now we. Oh, wait a second. Now we have to swing to the other side. Have to swing to the other side. And yeah, and we're promoting, right? Like we go over here. If they take the pawn, then we have skewer. Rook h1. There we go, skewer. Boom. All right, so this one, let's see. I believe it's this rook that's going to hang in the end, but first we have to find like a sequence of checks or something. So if we check over here, then they can interpose this first of all. But it's the only check that makes any sense. So could be there. We can. Yeah, okay. Like we have this pin over here. We have this pin. Otherwise, we will be able to grab the rook just like that. If we check like this, can we somehow do something? Yeah, if we check like this, we can swing the queen over here. This queen is undefended, so they would have to. I don't know, but if they take, then we just take over there, and then there's nothing. So yeah, I don't know. I'm saying complete nonsense. Yeah, I'm saying complete nonsense. I don't know what we should do exactly. I mean, it has to be something where we're actually grabbing that rook in the end, or trading the queens in a favorable manner that will allow us to grab this rook afterwards, or blocking this diagonal in a favorable manner. Same thing. Okay, so he literally said a7. Who said a7? Oh, you mean the radical? It's alright. It's alright. I mean, it's I understand getting confused with coordinates. Like oh wait, they said you mean a7 has another meaning or something? Oh, I have no idea if that's the case. Like I only like when you say a 7 here, if there's another joke with that coordinate or something, I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, like if you, don't feel bad if you confuse a2 with a7. Like for me, it's, I get the coordinates confused all the time. Like as far as blunders go, the smallest mistake you can make in chess is to get the coordinates confused. Like I mean, it doesn't matter too much. It only matters with the purposes of communication, but not much else. Yeah, I know it's from the previous puzzle. Yes, where we had the a2 and then swinging the rook. Queen g5, queen c5 has to be good. Oh, okay. So queen g5, and if they, let's say, block over here or something, queen c5. Yeah, I mean, I thought so too, but after they take over here, then we take back and they take here. And I mean, what? Yeah, because we already have more material. Okay. I completely missed that part. Or we're actually okay. Now we go over here because we have to protect this rook still. The only thing that makes any sense, really. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I missed the part where we had more material. I was like, I saw the line where we were no longer pinned, but I was like, well, but I mean, they take here and then we don't we don't we don't get anything. And yeah, I missed the part where actually we didn't need to win anything. We just needed to not lose anything, and that was enough for us. So yeah, good stuff there, Iset. Bishop d5, and after we defend, we need to protect our king. Hello, CS. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Oh, you saw that one very fast, Iset. So Bishop here threatening this, and the queen has to be good, definitely. So there we go. Okay. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Great job there, reset, and also CS. If c6, bishop c6, and queen c6, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's if they interpose like the pawn like there, just easy grab. Okay, so let us see. We have two rooks versus a king that looks suspicious, and we have a pawn that can even help us somewhat. If we go over here first, then the king will certainly go there. It's rather annoying. Can we sacrifice the pawn like that? Like go over here, check. King takes here. Probably not. I mean, we're not getting anywhere there, so probably not that. We can go here. We can go here. Intending to go there. And this one is really hard for them to stop. However, they can go over there when we can just simply move this rook, let's say over here or something. Yeah, I mean, it has to be this. I mean, this idea of going over here and here, like, it can't be stopped. Can only be delayed by going over there. But there's nothing else they can do, really. And then we just go, like, over there where the king cannot possibly reach it or anything, and that's just that. It's going to be made, right? So rook b7. Rook b7. Yeah. Yeah, it will end after rook b7 because there's more. Oh, actually, they have this, which forces one move as an answer. Oh, wait, we already have this. Wait, now they are intending to go over here when we go there. So we go over here, they go there, we go over here, we pick up this rook, and then we're up a rook, so we trade the advantages. Okay. So yeah, I didn't see that resource that they had. I mean, not that it was particularly good, but I mean, it does prevent mate, so... Yeah, we're winning. We win the rook. Yeah. So good job, Eset. Okay. Puzzle 41. Puzzle 41. Let us see. If we kick this knight, then this would hit the queen. Not sure if it would do anything, but it would hit the queen. Oh, we also have like pin of this knight. Well, but then they go like over here, and then we don't have anything really. Oh wait, but if they go over there, then we still go here. We go here because it hits the queen. Yeah, wait. This looks really, really nice. Can they do anything? Well, they can. No, they can't. They can go here to unpin. I mean, to unpin. To keep like try to get the queen away, but I mean they can't unpin. They cannot. Yeah, I mean they remain in the pin if they do that, so it doesn't matter really. Huh? Okay. So yeah, bishop b5 looks pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I was mentioning this move. I don't know for what reason. I mean, because that doesn't do anything. That doesn't unpin. I was looking for moves where the queen could go, but there's nothing where this knight remains defended really. And yeah, I mean, I think it's bishop b5. I think it's bishop b5. Bishop b5. Okay, everyone is saying that. Let's go. Okay, now we go here. Okay, and we get that. So 2 pieces for the thingy. Okay, so it's a matter of whether we take first or we push first. Taking first means king can go over here, and then if we go here, then king goes there. If we go there, however, then they can't do anything, and we're going to grab this one. If we go here directly, then what? It looks even worse for them. So probably I missed something in the first line. Like if they go over here or something, we take there. They go whatever. If they no, if they go there, they get like multiple moves. Like we go over here, then they go there. No, it's okay. They're still behind. Yeah, probably I'm missing the resource of the opponent here. But I mean, there has to be one. Oh, here maybe. Here. If we go there, then there. If we go here, then no. That isn't it. Wait. Here. If we go there or whatever, I don't know, we're pushing. Goes there. No, yeah. Something like this. Well, if takes, but if takes goes here, we go here. Can go there maybe. We go there. No, I'm still not finding what they can do to us. This is ridiculous. It's like the easiest it gets in pawn endgames. There are only 2 moves, literally, that we can consider here. And still, like, I'm not finding what they can do really with a black king in either of the lines. I'm going to see what you guys say, but yeah, this is a little bit embarrassing. Whoa, Test! Thank you so much, my brother. Whoa, my God, you became the first member of the channel. That's so friggin' awesome, man. Thank you so much. You're the real OG, man. You're fucking. I almost cursed. Almost cursed. I was going to say you're something and then amazing, but yeah, I'll just say you're amazing. So, yeah, absolutely wonderful, man. Like, fantastic. Thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, you're now a member, so you get the benefits of membership, which means I even forgot what the first plan had as opposed to the other. But I mean, feel free to ask me like any games with me. First of all, that's 100%. Like I mean, if you want to play, you can definitely play with me, and you can destroy me in games and have and then you can brag to your friends that you have my reaction on stream, and yeah, and you can definitely ask me for like specific videos that you want or something. Like I can do member videos for you, so that you can, for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, going back to the puzzles. H4, you keep opposition. Hello, Liam. Nice to see you back here, buddy. Thank you for tuning back in. Okay, and now we take over there, I assume. Man, we do have to take, so take, go here, take, and yeah, that's going to be it, right? Yeah, I mean, like, what else? So yeah, I mean, I completely missed what how they could what they could do here. Like if I'm black here and they don't play H4 and they play here, I might just lose this anyway. King E2 was the move. King E2. Yeah, I was looking at like this. I missed this one. So yeah, King E2 was the move. Then if you go after this pawn like this, then well, King E3, I mean, yeah, the opposition, like you said, like someone said in the chat. So here, here, and you can already start with the shouldering from black's perspective. Like you go over here, and then you're going to do the situation where you start shouldering the white king, so he can never come out of there and let the pawn promote. Even though the white king is in front of the pawn, then you shoulder. So wow, but yeah, I completely missed that King E2. I have to say this isn't particularly easy to find. I mean, in my opinion, like to find these resources. I mean, there's a puzzle, so I was specifically looking for a resource by them. But I mean, between all the different moves that they can do, like that was that wasn't a particularly easy one. By the way, if at any point you want to play a game test, just let me know, and we do play a game. I mean, a game or many games. Yeah, thank you, Liam, for tuning back in. And who was it that said the move? It was CS and Liam BB and ESET. So yeah, great job, you guys, finding the move. And Challenger Games just take the pawn. That was you mean after I play that? Yeah, I was for a second looking at to see if there was anything they could potentially do, but it wasn't. There wasn't. So yeah. Not gonna lie, you're the only member. I think. Yeah, he is the only member. He's 100% the only member. His now can you analyze my games? Yeah, sure. I can 100% analyze your games test. Let me go for the and yeah, that was a super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, I was for one moment I thought that it was highlighting your message because you were the member, but actually you also sent a super chat. I'm so thankful, man. You're so awesome. So all right, I'm going to go. Okay, 95. I'll play here first because everyone is saying 95. So let's go 95. And then I will analyze your games, my friend. So here, well, we take the rook, right? Like, I mean, not much else to do, but I'm still asking you guys every step of the way, just in case. Especially since I didn't even look at the position, so I don't know what we were up against here. So I assume it's queen takes rook, but yeah, queen a3. Okay, there we go. And now we take this back, I assume. I mean, I don't know. It looks like the only thing to do. But yeah, just in case. CD5. There we go. All right, great job, you guys. And now I'm going to go analyze some of Test's games. So yeah, I'll do that. And then we go back to the puzzles. So feel free to stick around for more puzzles afterwards. The false Robert repost. So there we go. You want me to analyze your games on chess.com, right? Or are you playing on another site, my friend? Oh, you sent another one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Test. You're so awesome, man. You're really awesome. The real OG. So, okay, let's take a look at some of your games. So, yeah, I can see just from looking at this like as an overview, I can see the struggle you were mentioning. This is a very typical thing when you're reaching, like, personally in my experience, when I'm just reaching a new high of like, you know, the new 100, you know, be it 500, 600, 700, you know, whatever. When I reach it, it tends to happen that I have this period of struggle where I'm like going down a little bit and then back to that new 100 and then down again and so on. Because when that happens, you start facing also a tougher opposition, and you have to like you lose more. You don't gain as many rating points when you beat that tougher opposition, and you know you lose more if you lose. So it becomes kind of tough in that sense. But yeah, I mean, for sure you will persevere. Let me see. You can tell me which game to analyze first, or I can go with just one of them. I'll start with this one here that was somewhat long and that you lost. I'll start with that one, because usually losses is where we learn the most, actually. But if you want me to check out another one, then feel free to tell me. I mean, if you want me to start with another one, I'll analyze a bunch of them. So, e4, knight f6. Okay, e4 best by test. Okay, yeah, you went over here. You did kick that knight. Bishop d3. I don't like bishop d3 here because you are, I mean, not just because the computer marked this as an inaccuracy, mind you, but because, in fact, the reason I don't like this is because, yes, you're hitting a piece here, but you're developing the bishop where it interferes with you being able to support your center and also develop these other pieces like the bishop here. Like, I mean, you do want to get this bishop out at some point. The moment you go bishop d3, then this pawn will not go up. And therefore, this bishop will have to find another way to development, something like a fianchetto or something. Not saying that's the end of the world, but I mean, it is uncomfortable. Usually, you do want to have your center pawns in the center, not on their home squares. You want to fight for control of the center, just like you did with e4 very well, and then you push this knight and grab some squares over there as well. You would like to push this pawn. Like, right now, d4 is already a good move. Like, just as I thought, I mean, d4 is one of the top engine moves here. Like, you have d4, you also have d3. If you want to kick this knight, you could have done so with d3. That's also acceptable. I would have played d4 here, like, right away. Then you have, like, nice pawns in the center. You're opening a diagonal to develop the bishop. And you know you can keep developing your pieces like knight f3, knight c3, whatever you want, or knight here even. Well, I wouldn't say go there, but I mean you could potentially. But yeah, I mean bishop d3 I don't like because you put the bishop right in front of your d pawn. In general, it's not a great idea. Okay, so they defended like this. You can. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would en passant, but you could technically even, but I mean probably not a good move actually because you will be trading your pawn here for the one that's a little bit flank pawn. So en passant here, not a great idea honestly. But why is it marking as an inaccuracy exactly? Let me see. Because, I mean, I saw inaccuracy, and then I thought, well, maybe something like en passant, and then I saw it, and no. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense, because you just capture like this, and then you lose your center pawn. So that doesn't make any sense. I guess I would just continue developing if it were me here. Again, I don't like the bishop over there. Yeah, in fact, one of the top moves is bishop f1 back. Which also goes to say how anti-positional this move is. Because now bishop f1 is one of the moves. Like, since black made a move that doesn't that's not like the greatest, then you can just take your time with a bishop again. Kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, knight f3 is what I would play, and it also gets the blessing of the computer, so it's good. Like knight f3 and then just castles, and you're good. Yeah, you can even probably trade the bishop for the knight if you so wish, so that you get rid of this bishop that's like that, but that would leave your opponent with an advanced pawn much like yours, and also this flank pawn all of a sudden becomes a thorn for you, so probably not advisable. Oh, you played f3. Actually, that was the top engine move, so you played pretty well here. Kicking this knight, excellent move there. Okay, now you can just grab that pawn. Should be free, right? Yeah, you did. Okay, they open a diagonal there. They probably were hoping that you wouldn't see that the bishops were staring at each other or something. But you did see it, so good. Now you supported this pawn with f4. I would have gone d4 probably to support it. d4 comes with a tempo on the knight and also supports your pawn. And it opens the diagonal for the bishop. So d4 probably better. Let me see, what was the engine think about this? Well, f4 also was really good. But yeah, d4 was top engine move, actually. Knight f3 is an inaccuracy. Why on earth would knight f3 be an inaccuracy here? Like, it looks perfectly fine to me. Okay, it says queen g4. Never mind. Like, I mean, knight f3 was a good move. I mean, it was a good move. Okay, now again, I would probably play d4 here. d4, you reinforce this pawn, I mean, which is getting hit twice at the moment. d4, you did. Good. Now you can just castle. Yeah, just castles here, and not only did you finish development on the king side castling, but you also have this lined up over here. So yeah, castles would be an excellent move here. In general, like develop the kingside castle. I mean, develop your minor pieces and everything like that. Don't try to do like weird stuff in general without development. Like, I mean, especially at this level, first developing the minor pieces, castling, connecting the rooks, doing all that stuff is going to win you a lot more games than if you try to chop your opponent's head off very early on. So here you try to pin this. I mean, you did pin the knight to the queen, and it's a perfectly fine move. But I mean, simplest was just straight up castling, like doing the usual stuff you would do every game. By the way, let me check with the chat because you probably said something already. I want to keep up with what you're. Oh, he said we'll also comment. That's awesome. Pro doesn't know how to play Aljechin. Well, I mean, we're looking at the game with a 400 and something. Like, if you like look at games at in you know, at my rating, you're still going to see people that have no idea of what they are doing in the opening, and frankly, I mean, when it comes to a theory amount of theory, like, oh no, move like 4 or 5 or less than that probably, in a lot of variations. I mean, I have ideas of like what to do here, what to do there, but I mean, like openings, I mean, I wouldn't expect like someone 400 or 500 to have absolutely any idea of what they are playing in the opening, and much higher rate than that either. But yeah, the important stuff is that they follow the fundamental principles, which of course this guy is not following. I mean, the guy with the black pieces. Test has been playing pretty good here, to be honest. He didn't even know he was playing Aljechin. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that guy definitely didn't know much of what he was playing, and also like he developed the knight over there in a like just by itself. The Aljechin is kind of dubious, but I mean, it's really dubious if you have no idea of the theory. I have no idea of the theory, but I don't play it as black. But I mean, yeah, if I'm playing white, I'm going to do basically what Test did here. Without the bishop d3 that I didn't like, but I mean, like other than that, like just try to play fundamentally sound, and then you're going to be good to go against anything. Like at this level and much higher than this, like just by playing fundamentally sound, you're going to be completely fine in the opening. After d4, the knight's gonna be trapped, kinda. Sorry, I missed en passant. Remember, chess players en passant is forced. Yeah, exactly. You have to play it. No. In this case, en passant was really bad. I mean, it was a terrible move, I think. Maybe because the knight is trapped, push d4. I learned the Aljechin from watching some witty videos. Witty Alien, right? I didn't know he had videos on the Aljechin. Well, actually, I haven't watched anything by that guy, but I know that he's the famous creator of the Alien Gambit, right? I went g3, so the knight can go to f3. Oh, you went g3 here? Yo, Francisco, can you check my blitz games? Not my rap, because for some reason I'm worse at those. Well, right now I'm checking tests because you became the first member of the channel. So that's why I'm going to be like checking a lot about tests. En passant wasn't good there, it was terrible. Yeah, exactly. En passant there, like they can just take it like this, and then you're trading your center pawn for absolutely no reason. So en passant will have been a bad move. Okay, so he long castle here, completely ignoring what was up. Like, now you can put more pressure on the knight by, like, knight b2 or knight c3 even. I mean, of course. Like, for some reason I looked at this development first, but I mean, either way, you're putting more pressure on the pinned piece. Oh, and you did that! Wow, you were completely winning. How did you even lose this game? Okay, now I see how. Like, that's pretty tough to see, I suppose. I mean, there's like queen takes queen, then the fork here or something. Yeah. Now the fork. And like yeah, no, not that easy to see. It looked like you were about to win this knight, but yeah, your opponent was threatening this fork. Your opponent was very resourceful here. That was very, very cunning by your opponent to go there, because I mean, it looks like you're completely defending that as well. But the moment you do this, then the queen is x-raying that. So I mean, this guy that this guy that so far has done like played really dubious. All of a sudden, he was like, I mean, I don't know if he saw what he was doing, but I mean, all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, I'm about to fork here, and like you can no longer do that. Like you can't go here straight up. Like now you could still take with a knight, and that was the only move for you to be winning, to take with a knight. Taking with a queen seemed like the most natural on first sight, because I mean you're taking in a way that you're trying to get the trade of the queens, right? And also like maybe you could have been worried about the fact that there could be a discovery potentially with this rook. So I totally understand your blunder here. Well, I went ahead into the future. I totally understand this blunder, to be honest. But yeah, it had the only way was this. But what your opponent did here is super smart. I don't know if they even realized what they were doing, but I mean they did it really well. Still, now you still can hold here. Like you're worse according to the computer, but in a holdable situation still. Then you made a mistake by going over here. The move you had to play was what? Knight EG5 was the only thing. Yeah, I mean at this point, like good luck. Yeah, Knight EG5 trying to go for this. The only reason I can see why this move, why not with the other knight, is because this is the knight that's sort of loose, whereas this one is defended. I mean, intuitively, like if I were to move one of these knights over there, yeah, it would be this one. But I mean, the fact that it's like so much better. Oh no, it's not so much better. It's just a little bit better. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, at this point you're virtually lost, even though like the computer says you can hold. But yeah, I mean this position pretty hard to play, I think. But yeah, apparently if you went for went for the threat of this fork, then from there you had something. Let's see if you had an opportunity for a comeback here. You might have had one. Okay, don't sack bishop pieces for no reason. Like if you feel like you're slightly worse, don't I mean or losing or whatever. Don't go here and make the situation easier for your opponent by just giving them up a piece. By just handing them a piece. I mean, by just giving them a piece. So here you're just there's just a free piece for them. So yeah, now I don't think you had an opportunity to make a comeback here, because just kind of over. Oh, and you kept giving pieces. Funny that the computer thinks that some of those. Well, I mean, at that point, like, yeah, getting at least a pawn was okay, but yeah, and here you're just completely lost, and yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that you ended up losing this game. Yeah, okay. So, big moments for me are this. Well, here when I mean, here this is like the second biggest moment of the game. Like, you could have still fought on pretty well here, because I mean, we're talking about you playing against a 400. Even though the time control is very long, you still could have fought on here, and with your your 3 minor pieces and your rook. Like, yeah, I mean, you can definitely try to hold this position. And but I mean, you have to keep the pieces, you have to keep the material. I'm not exactly sure what would be the plan here for best counterplay. Maybe someone in the chat can offer some insight into what would they do here. Like, I mean, the situation looks pretty dire for white, but still, like, it is I believe a situation where you should like keep playing obviously with all of the material. I mean, do not start sacking pieces Like maybe you were already going for like a to see if you gave him all of your pieces and then got a stalemate or something. But that's just that's not a thing to do like right away if you were trying to do that. Like only do that when you're just by the very end, like here for instance. in that case, it might be good if you can get rid of everything. And but yeah, I mean but that wasn't the crucial mistake. Crucial mistake was over here, and it wasn't really that easy to spot, to be honest. So I can't blame you for going wrong on this one at all. So yeah, I mean this is truly the crucial moment of the game, but I mean yeah, like it seems so natural. Like it seemed really natural to do that, to be honest. It seemed completely natural. So yeah, I mean the move here was knight takes because I mean you do understand why this fails, right? Like I mean this fails because after this they have that and you do have to regain your queen, obviously. But yeah, it's just it's just unfortunate that you ran into this. I would say you ran into this. I don't know if your opponent even had much of an idea of what they were doing here. But I mean, maybe they did. But it's very resourceful for them. Like 400 and they found this. That's pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool for them. But yeah, that happened. Then about the opening, again, bishop d3 in front of your pawn. Don't do that. And around here, even though this move was the move that won you the game in the end, I still say that you should have castled here, and that would have been nice. Also, I mean, given how you things went wrong for you right afterwards when you started all that thing with a pin, then castling over here and playing very simple chess would have landed you in a very, very good position without the drawback of having to think about like continuations by the opponent where you could potentially go wrong. So that's my opinion about this game in particular. It's a draw though. Yeah, I understand it was technically a draw when after he lost the exchange, but still, like I mean, it's a draw according to the computer. But I mean, in order to play that, like yeah, I understand, like pretty tough. Like if you give me the white pieces there, I'm going to go wrong immediately. Like it's a very, very tough position to play. Like you had to find basically only moves walking, like, you know, it was like walking on eggshells at that point. Like I mean, yeah, if you give that position to Magnus, he will play perfectly. But it's really tough. Like really tough. I wouldn't expect him to make the draw there. I mean, I wouldn't expect me to make the draw there. Of course, you should keep playing though, but and maintain the pieces on the board. Like if he hadn't sacked the bishop, he would have had really good chances of making a comeback eventually. Like your opponents are going to mess up. Like eventually they are going to mess up. It's not like they are going to be like winning up an exchange or something, and then you're going to be like, oh, it's over, next game. No, I mean they are going to mess up eventually. If you keep playing and trying, they will mess up. He plays 15-minute game. Guess what? He didn't waste a single second. Yeah, well, that's another thing. That the time spent, like you're not spending time at all. Neither was your opponent. I mean, your opponent was also sort of blitzing the moves, but I mean, you were basically you have more time than you started with most of the time, and then you have like only 1 minute less of what you started with, basically. So you consumed your time in the wrong manner. Like you started using your time when you were already losing, which is a very common mistake. Like at first to keep going very, very fast and then start using the time, and you should do it the other way around. You should first spend your time so that you get a good position and so that you don't blunder the winning position, because here you got a winning position and you realized it. You did a very good job there with the pin there. I mean, even though I would have preferred a different move, but I mean, you played it with a purpose, and then you realized how you could punish your opponent's, your opponent missing your threat. So you were winning, but then you didn't spend the time to make sure that you keep that win. Let's see, what else did you guys say? Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I just started blundering my pieces because I was angry. Oh yeah, don't do that. Like, I mean, if you're angry and you're like, yeah, I'm going to like I'm losing this game. Try to, like, I don't know. You're playing a very long game, so get up. Go. I don't know. Wash your face. Drink a glass of water. Then come back. Something like that. Like try to focus. Like don't feel like you're completely losing just because of that. I mean, down an exchange at this level and much higher, you will be able to fight very, very well. Like when you were sort of losing there, you could have still continued the game without any problems. Like you have to have confidence that you can outplay your opponent again. Like, you outplayed your opponent once, then you blundered afterwards. You can do that again. You can get them. You can get them again. So yeah, don't do that. I mean, easier said than done. I get super tilted when I throw a winning position. I get super tilted. So easier said than done. But like they say, do as I say, not as I do. Well, I mean, at least in Spanish we say that sometimes, which is kind of a crazy saying. But I mean, yeah, if you can do what I don't do, which is try to keep your cool as much as possible. Well, I mean, actually, I try to do it. I just, and sometimes I succeed, but yeah, I mean, it does tilt me a lot, of course, when I throw a winning position, definitely. But yeah, you will be able to make a comeback. Mistake and not a blunder. What do you mean about the bishop? Yeah, don't worry about the labels they give to the moves, because, well, they're going to the chess.com analysis has its system to label things as mistakes or blunders or whatever, and also it takes into account the rating of the players. It takes into account the rating and a lot of other stuff. I read it here on stream one time, and I kind of forgot how it was, but it does take into account the rating, like statistics and things. Like it's not. It's not like if you see something labeled as a mistake, you can assume that it wasn't like game changing or something. Like, yeah, in this case that was a blunder. I mean, but yeah, I mean the review of chess.com will sometimes be a little bit lenient with some stuff. One blunder cost you the game. I wouldn't say exactly that, because I think after when he gave away the bishop, that's when he really was losing, in my opinion. I mean, he was losing before, but no, he wasn't losing before, actually. But I mean, that's when he was really losing in terms of now it's basically very, very difficult to make a comeback from there. Very difficult. Like, I mean, yeah, his opponent is a 400, so maybe, but I mean, like, really, really difficult to make a comeback when you have two knights and a rook versus an army. But anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, I would have kept the bishop, definitely. I think when he made the first big blunder, the first big blunder left him in a position where, objectively speaking, according to the computer, that's holdable. Difficult, but holdable. Really difficult, but holdable. But I mean, practically speaking, yeah, he had like really good chances of going on in that game and not losing. Hello, Laugh and Sad. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. How do we get our games analyzed? Test became the first member of the channel. That's why he's getting his game analyzed. Anyway, Kirk, just judging by the puzzle, by your puzzle solving skills, I highly doubt that you would want me to analyze your games. I mean, unless you want me to like tell you how awesome you were, which may be the case. I mean, yeah, of course. If that's the case, then yeah, of course, could be. But yeah, I analyze games of members, and Test became the first member of the channel, which is so awesome. Hello, Nate. Thank you for tuning in. Also, thank you, Kirk and Nathan, for tuning in. Whose game is this? Member Test. the one member. He's the gold member. He's the only one. He's the big one. So yeah. Afterwards, we'll do puzzles still. So test. What do you want me to analyze now? Do you want me to analyze a specific one, or doesn't matter which one? I will pick another one of your losses unless you tell me otherwise. Possible I want to share a pretty game I played. No analysis, just to enjoy watching it. All right, yeah, to enjoy watching it, we can do after I look at a bunch of test games. If one of you guys wants to send me one to like just to enjoy a little bit, we can look at it. I mean, I will not be looking at it as in depth as I'm looking at tests games, but we can like look at the highlights from someone's game. We can do that. So now test. Which one do you want me to analyze, if any? Otherwise, I'll go with another one of your losses, 47 moves. So let's see what happened here. E45, knight f3, knight f6, the Petrov. Okay, you played knight c3, sort of inviting a four knights. Like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, here against this, I would say just grab over here. And a lot of times at beginner level, you're going to face this. And after you play queen e2, then they are going to blunder immediately because the only move they have here is queen e7. If they don't play queen e7 and they play something else, then you're going to, like, let's say they go back here with a knight or something. Then you have this. And it's a discovery. You're checking over here and you're about to win the queen. The queen, if it tries to interpose over here, then you still grab it with a knight. So it's over. Like, knight hits queen and covers this. And this check. So that's going to happen a lot of times when you play the beginner level. Other people are going to just give you a pawn with a Stafford Gambit. Well, if they know the Stafford Gambit at the beginner level, yeah, it might be tough. But I mean, in general, it's not what I would consider very scary. I would say it's a very tame opening. So yeah, I mean, I would just take the other main move is d4 here. But yeah, I mean, I would just go for like main line grabbing. Knight f3, which you played, is completely... I mean, c3, which you played, is completely fine, though. Completely fine. Nothing wrong with that move. Just, if you want to, you know, integrate this into your repertoire, then I would say it's pretty good. And at the beginner level, it will win you a lot of games. Because a lot of people will play the Petrov not knowing really how to continue. Okay, you grabbed the center. That's nice. Yeah, you took your moment to grab the center. Your opponent was playing very passively, and you went like 2 pawns in the center. Yeah, nice. Very well done there. Okay, you release some of the tension. All right, well, you kept releasing the tension, and you got... Well, this is good. Like, you got yourself into some sort of a middle game / end game, where sort of a queenless middle game, where you're the one that's able to castle. It's not like your opponent is in really dire straits, but I mean, you have the move that white has, the extra move, and you're also going to be able to castle. I mean, yeah, I tend to like these kinds of positions. I mean, people tend to malfunction a lot at the lower levels. I wouldn't give up the bishop pair in an open position, but yeah, I mean, that's I mean, yeah. For now, let's not like I will focus on the more important stuff, not on the like very unimportant, because otherwise you might remember the unimportant and forget about the most relevant. So yeah, so far so good. You're doing fine here. Okay, so you went there with the idea of going for this one, and actually it's really hard for them to defend. I mean, they are going to lose at the very least a pawn here. They probably have to go like here with a rook or something, I suppose. I mean, well, they could go here. They could go here. If they go over there, then you land there with a... You grab and you land there with a rook. And yeah, it's pretty bad for them. Wow, they went there. Always repeat. So well done there. Oh, he got away from one. He saw one discovery and then he got into another discovery. Like, you see that both you and your opponent are making the mistake of the time management here. I mean, you must have been really excited here because you were winning, but be careful. Because, I mean, you're not spending any time. You have more time than you started with. A lot more time than you started with. So, be mindful of that. Like, try to take your time so that you don't throw away the win. I mean, I understand that you get super excited here because you're completely winning. But be careful. Also, I mean, you ended up losing this game, I just remember. So probably because of that, probably because you were playing super fast and something happened. So, okay, discovery. Okay, you defend your bishop. Okay, check. I mean, I would have preferred, like, not getting too crazy about the king and just go back here with a knight, for instance, offering a trade. And I mean, that would have been very simple chess, I think. There was also 97 forcing a trade, but I mean, then they have to take with the bishop, and you take over here. That would have been even better. But I mean, just this, I would have been. I think I would have been happy if I saw that from you. That would be a very decent move, I think. However, your opponent went wrong immediately. And actually, the punishment starts with a3. I don't blame you for playing this move because this move looked like very wonderful. Of course, you had like a lot of time on the clock, so you could have stopped to think a little bit. But yeah, I mean a3, like, all right, come on, like yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, it's very forcing. If they go over there, then you land over here, and all of a sudden they have absolutely no moves and they're mated. So they can't take a3. But yeah, I mean, like that. Easy to say when you have the engine running right there. I mean, in general, I'm trying to look at the board. Look at if I see like blunder or something, I try to figure out like what was the punishment by myself, and then I look at the engine. But yeah, I mean, your move seemed perfectly natural to me. Always repeat, and your opponent is getting into one bad situation into another. Now you have at the very least this fork, which wait a second, is that? No, it's not made. So at the very least this fork winning the bishop, and yeah, I mean, like, you're, oh, you did that. But then you started going crazy after this king. Okay, but you grab that. Now grab the other bishop. Now here, I mean, instead of going so much after the king, just grab this and, you know, enter into the completely winning endgame. I mean, you're already in an endgame, but I mean, simplify. Just grab that bishop, simplify, and you know, you're up a bishop and like a bunch of pawns, aren't you? Not a bunch of pawns, one pawn and a bishop. But I mean, good enough. And your opponent has the king. That's, well, I mean, the king in the endgame is active now. But I mean, the rooks aren't even connected yet. Well, after you take with the knight, you will connect the rooks. But yeah, I mean, I would have just done that. Now they interpose the pawn. Now they take your rook. Then now you found yourself in a losing situation. Like, here what happened in this game was you correctly assessed the fact that the king was in a very suspicious situation. Like, when you saw the king go over here, you were like, that king, I can probably mate that king. And you were absolutely right. The computer is announcing mate in 9. But the thing is, if you're going to go for that, then be very careful that you have actually a sequence calculated. I mean, if this were like 3-0 blitz, and you find yourself in this situation, then then yeah, well, I mean, you might just play it by ear, you know. But let's say you're low on time, and if you don't make the king, then it's over. So you can't just go for like simplification and winning the boring way. Then in that case, maybe you can try to play it by ear. But the thing is that here you have a lot of time. If you're going to go into that, which I do not recommend really that you go into that, I recommend that you just go for the simple. You're up a material, you have a great position, just simplify and win there. Like, take your time and make sure that you win, and that's it. But I mean, make sure that you don't blunder anything and you win. But if you're going to go that other route, you're going to need to do some serious calculation. Serious calculation. Like what we do in the stream when we're solving the puzzles on puzzle survival, and we are on puzzle like, I don't know, at least like 40 or something. Well, you'll have to do some calculation like that. It's not going to be super easy. But yeah, here I would say, like, just from this point again, like, going over here is very simple. You keep your piece protected. You offer a trade. Not much can go wrong at that point if you're careful. Then there's this, forcing a trade, even better. You just force a trade because you're otherwise you're forking and winning a rook. So they have to take over here, then you take over there. You're hitting this bishop with tempo. You're hitting this by X-ray. Like, it's just fantastic. Would be a fantastic position for you, and you will be completely winning. You're up material. So what got you was getting into this and just trying to like play moves. Like you were just like, well, I see check, I go check, this and that. Like here, for instance, after this, you tried like giving a bunch of checks instead of, well, there's mate in 3 technically, but I mean, instead of going for a bunch of random checks that you played without, well, this one was actually really good. But yeah, here bishop d3, and it was mate in 2 actually. But I mean, it's easy to see when I have the engine here. But I mean, I do understand that this king is like, very, very suspicious. But just grabbing this bishop was so simple. Like, just grab the bishop, be up more material than you were before, and it's just over for the opponent. And here, once you got this with a fork on the king and the bishop, then just simplify. You simplify and you absolutely win this. Like, after a simplification, like they say, if they take with this rook, then you can just outright grab this pawn, and you're threatening to grab this one with check. And if they take with this other rook, which is more natural for them, then you can just land on the 7th rank with this one. And again, you're threatening to gobble this pawn or gobble this one with check. Or even better, grab both and simplify even further. So would have been very easy, but yeah, instead you got yourself into this. You started giving random checks. You also are not taking like any time to give the checks here. You're spending like 5 no less. You're spending like nothing. Here you spent like basically nothing in playing this move. I mean, since it's plus 10, probably you spend like 10 seconds and then you got them back. But yeah, I mean, be very careful when you're playing something that you think is like a brilliant move, because you're thinking, oh, look at this. I have this check intermezzo because the rook is over there, but I can defend it like this. Be very careful when you're doing that, and carefully analyze what your opponent can do in reply. Here it was completely unnecessary also to do something like that. But apart from unnecessary, it turned out to be a blunder, because you didn't calculate and realize that they could just interpose over here, and not only were they hitting your bishop, but they were also hitting your rook at the same time. So yeah, that was a tough thing. Anyway, I didn't mean to like go too hard on you or anything. Just I felt like I feel like I repeated myself there too much. I just said what needed to be said a long time ago. But yeah, other than that, you played a fantastic game there. Yeah, you're awesome, Test. You're an awesome guy. Yeah, test is absolutely awesome to do radical. Pros, I know. Yeah, this was before. Never mind. I went G3, so then yeah, this I saw it. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, you retrieved some messages there. Congratulations on your latest video. Oh, thank you, Liam. Yeah, it's I think my editing skills, if I may say so myself, I think my editing skills went up a notch when I did that video. Like I did some stuff that I never do before, so I feel quite satisfied with it, even though it doesn't have like many views or anything as per usual. But I mean, I do feel satisfied in the sense that I feel like I've improved a little bit in the editing department, which is kind of nice. So anyway, Magnus win. Yeah. In other news, the water wet, but no, yeah, it's true. I did watch that one. I did watch a little bit of that one of Magnus versus Alireza, and Alireza blundered a royal fork. Of course, he blundered a royal fork when he was down to like I don't know. They were playing bullet at that point basically. Like he had like 30 seconds on the clock or 40 or something, and they also show you their heartbeats. That's a really cool part of the esports World Cup. I really like that part where that they are showing you the heartbeats of the guys. That's pretty awesome. Like you can see like Magnus in general, like his heartbeats are you know, they are not going up a lot, but there were moments there when he was like, yeah, this is a critical moment, and it did go up the pulse, and at one point it was like basically the same for both. So it's a funnier thing to look at than the evil. Like to me, watching the heart rate of the guys is very interesting. Like it adds some very interesting information there. But yeah, Alireza blundered a royal fork in the end. So don't tell me again when I blunder a royal fork. Then what's your rating or something? Alireza can do it. Okay, so. I'm exempt from all guilt when I do that. Can we play games? Says the test. By the way, test. Did you like that analysis, or was it not very good? Like, let me know your feedback, because you're the member, so you're boss, man. Like, if you have any suggestions of what I could do better, or you want me to explain a different way or anything, just feel free to let me know. And yeah, I mean, I'm completely at your service, my friend. And of course we can play a game. Yeah, absolutely. You mind checking my games? Most of my latest are against a guy who refused to give up. So it ended, if you want, yeah. The problem to the radical. I mean, I don't want to be like I don't want to be mean. The problem is that if I like want to be like super kind to you and go analyze your games, then that means that test basically is paying for nothing. So I can't do that just based on the fact that I'm offering this as a service for members. It's not that I'm telling you, oh, go buy a membership. I mean, don't buy a membership. Just stay subscribed and support the channel like that. But the point is, I can't offer the same stuff I offer to members to subscribers, because then I'm scamming people of their money basically. So that would be the problem. But yeah, I hope you forgive me for that. But yeah, there will be. I mean, it would be unethical of me to do that. So that would be the problem. But yeah, I mean, okay, test. Yeah, let's play. So you want to play on chess.com, or you want to? No, forgive me. I mean, for like saying, oh, I can't analyze basically, but it's yeah. I think it would be a little bit unethical of me if I have that as a. I mean, otherwise I have to remove that as a member only feature, and then I have to add new features for members only, and I would have to come up with new ones. So would be kind of tough. You'll invite me, okay? I would charge $100 for the analysis. That's cool to the radical, yeah. So, well, one thing is that if I think you're around the same rating as Test, you can probably learn a lot from the analysis I'm giving to him. Like, if from the analysis I'm giving him, you can probably learn some stuff, whether from him or from his opponents. But I mean, I think you're about the same rating as him. Not everyone plays the same, even if they are the same rating. But I mean, okay, so you'll invite me, okay? Just make sure it's unrated. That's the only thing. Like don't send me a rated game invite for please. But other than that, yeah, you can send me rated. I mean unrated and any time control that you want. Hopefully not something super long, but I mean like 1510 for instance would be okay. My rapid is close to 700 euro. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're actually higher rated, yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that last time when you had joined the tournament that you were 500 rated, but I mean I must have gotten that wrong. Okay, so I'm waiting for your invite. Test. Did you already send invite? Because it doesn't show anything here. Also, I'm going to like close a bunch of tabs here. By the way, I don't have the sounds on, right? Because if I have the sounds on, then people, yeah, because people might be bothered. I have like 1,000 tabs here open. Well, I mean, these tabs will not move because they don't have any watch game in them. So there would be no problem there. But just in case, like, I mean, trying to close the tabs because the other day it happened that the sounds were going off. Can you invite me? I forgot your user. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can invite you. Which time control test? Which time control? The thing I want to do now is learn the openings. Kiriyamakazu, yeah, that's right. That's my username. Exactly, yeah, on leeches and chess.com. So yeah, thanks Liam for writing that down. If you want to send me, that's my username. Otherwise, just tell me the time control that you want and I send you test. 10 minutes plus 5 is completely fine. Yeah. Absolutely. Like up to like 15:10 you can send me anything. Then more than that, I mean, it would be like kind of very long. But I mean, anyway, we can discuss even if you want something longer than that, because I mean, you're the only member in the channel, so well, even if it means that a lot of people will leave, you know, if they see that I'm playing super long. But I mean, like, come on, you're the only member. Like, I have to give you your money's worth. And also, apart from being the only member, you're the guy who tuned in here. Like, well, when I had basically no subscribers, he subscribed here. So very much appreciated all of the support, man. So wait, did you send me the invite? No, not yet. If there's a specific opening that you want to learn to the radical, I could consider like potentially making a video in the channel. Like, this is different from the on-demand videos that they have for members, because in this case I'm just telling you that because it could serve me to make a video about an opening. Like, I mean, it could be good for me to make a video about an opening, and you know, I could make it about an opening that you want to learn on the side. But yeah, I mean, like for long videos, of course, could be something to post that people could be interested in. I don't see any invite by you. Ah, you already said 10. Oh, never mind. You said 10 minutes plus 5, so that I send you. Yeah, never mind. I had like a little bit of a brain fart there. Oh, you sent me. Okay, never mind. This is rated. So yeah, let me send you. Let me send you so it's unrated. There. 10.5. There, I sent you. So one of two things will happen. Either I'll embarrass myself here and completely get destroyed, and then you can brag about you know, your win on stream, or maybe I can actually do well, and if I do well, then I'll explain to you what my thoughts are about the game, if you so wish. Yeah, I sent you a test. Accept mine because yours is rated. So yeah, one thing I don't want to do is, if possible, like, lose all my rating. in one game. I do not want to do that. But unrated we definitely play. Yeah, you invited me, but you invited me rated. You invited me to a rated game. Except mine. Mine is unrated. When you want to invite unrated, you have to toggle off. There's like a little thing that says rated, and then you toggle it off. So okay, I'm going to play the Sicilian. So to the radical, if you're watching, like, well, here's a mini lesson on how to play the Sicilian at the lower levels. So c5, we are controlling d4. Now d6, when they play knight f3, like maybe the test is going to go here. We don't know if he's going to go for an open Sicilian or not. He keeps me guessing by going knight c3. He's delaying the move d4. I want to play an Najdorf if he plays d4. So therefore, I'm going to play a6 here. Because when I play a6, then I can transpose. Like the Sicilian Najdorf would have been if he plays d4, then I play here, then I go knight f6, then he goes knight c3 defending the pawn, and then I go a6. So now I go a6, and I have the chance to transpose if he goes d4 now. Okay, he's probably going to fianchetto the bishop over here. I mean, that's probably what's going on when he plays b3. So I'll go. This is turning into something of a really closed Sicilian. So I'll probably play knight c6 here. Knight c6 and here would be pretty good. In fact, I can go here right away, probably. I hope it doesn't blunder anything, but I think I can go here and challenge his fianchetto with my own fianchetto. I think I'm going to do that. If he fianchettos, I also fianchetto, and then we have bishops staring at each other. Yep. So now if he ever moves this knight, then I can just trade the bishops. By the way, if any beginner is watching, like, this is what's called a fianchetto. Like when you put the bishop there standing on this square on the long diagonal, or on this square, the same, like you go over here and here, or here. Okay, let me think how to develop here. Knight c6, I think, is a useful move in almost all circumstances here, so I'm going to go knight c6. Like, now that this turned into very much a close Sicilian, then I'm going to go knight c6. Again, like knight c6 here with a fianchetto, usually like sort of a setup that you can follow when you're facing the close Sicilians where people are not playing d4. Like now he can play d4, but that just drops the center pawn. Okay, he goes over there. Logical. I could go over here, blunting the diagonal, and I think I'm going to do that. Like, I don't like that this bishop stands pretty powerful there. So I might just go here. Although, I could first go here, pinning this. Because otherwise this bishop doesn't live too much. But, oh no, I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. I want to keep the bishop. Yeah, I think I want to keep the bishop. I'm going to, even though this blocks my bishop somewhat, well, a lot, I'm going to go probably bishop d7, like a more modest way of playing. The good thing about playing like a little bit modest is that if you have no idea of what your opponent is playing exactly, then you play like this and you might end up in a somewhat passive position, but at least you're not going to end up in a losing position. So basically my philosophy when I'm doing this. Now knight e7 prepares, or knight f6, and I prepare to to castle here. If knight f6, then this knight can move without this bishop being compromised. But so maybe, yeah, no, but I have to. You have to develop the pieces in castle at some point. I don't want to leave this king in the middle. Like, I could play a waiting move with like bishop d7 to see if he messes up or something, but I don't want to do that. So knight f6 makes sense. Knight e7 makes no sense because I don't have anywhere to reroute that knight to. Well, knight e7 would still support this, but so does knight f6. So I'm going to go knight f6. So now if this knight moves, then the bishop has some pressure over here. But I'm going to castle anyway, so this bishop will be protected. By the way, you can see you can see the game on the stream. I was just checking because maybe the theme wasn't showing the game, and that would be a little bit anticlimactic. Especially considering that probably Test will want to like rememorate the game afterwards and look at it, I suppose. I don't know. Like not much of a purpose in playing a game on stream if you don't check the stream again. Like when I play streamers, I always like watching the game again to see what they were saying and stuff. So another idea I can potentially, well, no, I was going to say I can potentially play the idea of going over here in the future, but the problem with that is that they can go there. So yeah, I'm going to castle because castling I will need to eventually. So I'm going to castle, like useful move. I can just play that basically automatically in this case. Be careful about castling sometimes though. Sometimes it can be a blunder. A lot of times it can be a blunder. So always watch out for threats. But in this case, I didn't think I had any threats. So he moves the knight over there. Now he has pressure over here. I'm not too concerned about that. If I play like queen c7, I mean, I'm not defending that, but I would be able to like defend over here so that I can push that, which I did want to do. I can also play like bishop d7. I think I'm going to play queen c7. Because also I prepared to connect the rooks and stuff. Looks like a decent move to play. By the way, when I play bishop d7, I can potentially... Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I have a tactic here. If I push over here, I'm hitting that, and I'm also hitting this. Now I have to look, like I tell you, you have to always look that your tactic isn't blunder anything. If he pushes over here, then I will not be winning a piece potentially, but I go here. And I grab a pawn. No, I don't grab a pawn because then he has two things going for that, so I can't do that. Never mind. That would be blundering. I forgot that this bishop is this bishop hasn't been tending to that for a very long time. I'm still looking at this move. I think he will reply like this. Oh, if he replies like this, and I take here, here takes here, might take there, takes there. Doesn't seem to land me in any sort of good situation. So probably he gets off the hook here. Maybe I can go like over here, offering the trade of bishops. And preparing to actually do that. Or here. Oh, if I go over here, he gets the sack. That'll be a blunder, actually. He gets the sack and do this. Careful with that. If I go over here, though, that should work. Yeah, I think I'm going to go over here. Maybe I'm blundering something. I don't know, but I don't think so. Like, I mean, he can move this knight and be hitting my knight. But I don't see anywhere he can move the knight that's a good place. So I'm going to go there. Oh, I can also... No, never mind. I'll go here. He probably will trade the bishops. Oh, there may be something here for him. Maybe something I overlooked. Here, something like this. Yeah, you may have something here. This, oof, this would be like somewhat inconvenient for me. Might be losing that. Let's see if he play. He might play over here because it's like it's almost begging to be played. That move. Ay. I guess if that happens, I just let him get away with the pawn. Like get away with the pawn with a bishop. If bishop takes, I don't take anything, and if knight takes, then I do take. Like I take all the knights, but not the bishop. Okay, so if he goes over there, I have two options. I either defend that or I just go over here. Well, no, if I go over here, he can start taking and then I'm losing. So I'll just go over here, I think. Where we're going to get a trade. And that's going to be it. So now the ideas that I had before are out of the window, but at least I'm not going to be blundering a piece here, I think. So that's good. Again, simple chess. Like I like playing simple chess. If I can't like figure out exactly, I mean, I like tactics, but if I can't figure out like exactly how a tactic will work, then simple chess. Like if you play simple chess, you're going to win at this level for sure. Test, like for sure you're going to win. And maybe I lose this game, but I mean, in general, in the long run, you're going to win. I'm not saying I will win this game, but I mean, even if I don't win this game, like in general, it's going to lead you like very far if you're playing simple chess. Like here, I could have tried to go for complications, but first, I don't want to spend the time to calculate them, and I'm actually quite down on the clock. And secondly, yeah, so I can pre-move this. I mean, it's pretty much what's going to happen almost certainly. Please don't sack. I mean, not because I don't want him to. I mean, there's no danger. If he sacks, it's just a free piece at this point. But I mean, I think. But the point is, yeah, I saw him make a weird sack in that. Well, no, in that game he said he was angry, so different situation definitely. Like in that game, he said he afterwards told me that the sack was because he was just angry. Yeah. Okay, so now I can get the two bishops, but else, and I will do so. Although it is a closed position, so getting that bishop might not actually be great. So I have to think about it. After the two bishops, but else I can strike in the center and try to open things up immediately, because I'm hitting that. Well, that doesn't work because I just go back here and then I want a piece. I didn't see that check, I have to say, but it doesn't work. So you have to be careful when it's a capture and like your opponent captures something and you have the option of recapturing, or you see that there's a check that looks like an intermezzo that you can play or something, or hitting their queen or something like that, one of those intermediate moves before you play the obvious recapturing. Be very careful. Like, this is the same thing that here the same applies as in that case where you were completely winning and you could have just simplified, but instead you went for, like, you play that bishop move with a check to the king, and you were like, yeah, I can defend my rook like this, and oh, that's a free queen. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't know what you wanted to do there, but yeah, that's unfortunate. So overall, I think you were playing pretty fine here. Let me see there with the computer, but I think you were playing pretty fine. Like, I felt my position was comfortable, but I mean, not more than that. Yeah, I mean, like, I had like a few opportunities here which I missed, by the way, and then, like, throughout, it wasn't only when you blunder your queen. I was well, only when you blunder, like, wow, what a mess here in the middle. Like, everything is like a miss, an inaccuracy, and a mistake, something like that. But I mean, yeah, again, you were playing fine. Like, I mean, for my modest level, you were playing fine. So e6 here was fine. This castles. Oh no, he gives a mistake to that one, but I mean, my don't mind it. Like, don't mind it. Okay, so now d5. Oh yeah, because the bishop is completely trapped. That's a problem. d5 and the bishop is completely trapped because of all the pawns. So yeah, be careful with that. But I also didn't spot it. And I had thought about the move d5 throughout. But here, what did I play? Oh, I play here. I thought, oh, I want to, like, yeah, if I play d5, I thought, if I play d5, he's going to go over here, hitting this. And if I take there, then he takes, but he's also threatening that. So I was like, I don't want this move to happen. Therefore, I'm going to play over here, so this move cannot happen after I push this pawn, so that I still have this defended twice. So that was my logic, but actually it was completely flawed. Let's see if they go here or there. 97, and yeah, I'm hitting this 1,000 times, and the bishop has nowhere to go. The bishop is actually trapped. I missed that part, that when I move my knight, the bishop is trapped. So yeah, that was my chance there. And yeah, here, well, I mean, here, good advice is hard to give, as they say, but be careful when you're lining things up like this. Like, here you're lining this with my queen, and you still have this bishop that when I move here, I'm hitting two things at the same time. But again, I mean, I thought that wasn't good enough because I saw, like, if here, yeah, I mean, here d5 is not even good, probably. I mean, it's not even on the top move, so my assessment was probably right. Like, I didn't want to go over here because I thought, well, but he gets was it e5 again that I was afraid of? Something along those lines. I didn't like. So I went over here, which is considered a mistake. Rook b8, rook d8, b6. b6, intending to fianchetto the bishop seems interesting. I mean, probably intending to fianchetto, I suppose. Maybe not, I don't know. But okay, this, I mean, mistake, but not like terrible. And you play the best move, so now it's equal. And knight g5 now was actually the best move. Remember, I told you, like this sack, I was a little bit afraid of the possibility of that. Knight g5 actually was the here top engine move. He played here, so I went there. Trades. Apparently d5 was super good here. I mean, I saw d5 was a possibility, but I thought this was simpler. So simple chess, and that's what I played. And now d5 actually. d5. Oh yeah, of course d5, because I mean, again, the bishop is trapped. Wait, but you do have. What happens if, like, pawn takes? 5, you take over here. Ah, then if pawn takes, then finally I have this. Yeah, I have the alignment that I was talking about. So again, like, notice how moving the... By the way, I'm going to get back to the chat in a second. I mean, I'm just... I know I'm talking a lot about this game, but I want to analyze it like now. So notice that putting the knight over here with this alignment did you dirty later on too. So instead, when you put the knight over here, the computer wanted this knight to go over there, and it makes a lot of sense because if you go over there, like I don't know what the computer was envisioning, but I mean at the you know, at the simplest of understandings, try to keep your pieces where they are defended. If you put the knight over here, it's defended by a pawn, and it's also participating in the defense of your king side. So apart from being a piece that can jump to attack. But when you go over here, then that's a loose piece. And loose pieces drop off. There's that saying in chess. So you have this piece over here, which is undefended, which is unguarded, and you know, combinations can happen, such as in this case, where there's this alignment, and after this, then boom, something will drop. Still, I missed it, even though I had looked at that alignment throughout. I missed that here it was possible. So I went over here and I thought, I have the bishop. And yeah, actually, like I said, he had a lot of pawns over here, so I figured this wasn't bad for him. And I was right in that, but I figured I wasn't losing either, so I was right on that too. So now the computer thinks that white is actually better after bc4 or dc4. And yeah, be careful with these checks. Like, you could have just recaptured and actually be better. Like here or here, and you are better. Like, you have the pawns on light squares. Everything is pre-closed, so my bishop is sort of a poor beast for the time being. I had hopes of opening things up, but I mean, white is, according to the computer, better here. So, which I didn't rule out when I was playing that. But yeah, I mean, with this, you set yourself up. This shoot yourself in the foot moment. Like you give this check, and then you should have looked at how can I reply to that check, and can I save this piece while replying to that check? And yeah, the answer is yes. I go over here. So whenever there's a moment like that, like they just captured my piece, do I recapture or do something else? Make sure that if you do that something else, that it doesn't just straight up blunder. So yeah, now I'm up a piece and I'm winning. Like, this was the moment where I actually spotted a win and could actually apply it. But I mean, you handed it to me in a silver platter. Before that moment, we were back and forth. It was a back and forth thing, and well, yeah, of course, here I don't know if you got mad or something that you gave me the queen. I suppose it was the same thing as with the bishop in the other game. But yeah, I mean, that was the problem with that. Be careful when playing those intermezzos or those moves that look like brilliant, because you see like, oh, I have like a tactical thing here or something. Be careful with that. Anyway, go back to the chat. Let me see, especially what you answered. Oh my god, mouse slip. Oh, okay. What do the crowns mean? They mean the person that's the most active in the chat, I believe. I wanted my pawn there, and then take that back with the queen. Oh, all right. I see. So yeah, I mean, I figured it was a mouse slip or something. Oh, dang, you're actually playing games? Yeah, I'm playing against the member. We have one member. Like, I play games against members, but yeah, we have one member, the first member in the chat test. So that's why I'm playing. So let me see what you guys are saying. What you guys were saying during the chat, during the game. So bishop g4 loses to knight f7. Call Liam knight g7 d4. Heck yeah, back at it. What is that genome hat? A gnome hat your wife has on? No, that's not a gnome hat. That's a towel. That's a towel. Definitely d5 now. Yeah, Liam spotted. Of course, I wouldn't expect any less of you. you did spot it. Bishop is trapped. No, d5 doesn't work now. d5. Yeah, like the d5 worked and didn't work, then worked again or something like that. Bishop h6. Bishop takes knight. Bishop h6 d4 and d5 the same. And d4 for white a little while ago now though. True, just a trade. d5. Okay. Hello, DJT 2019. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Oh, and Mr. T, thank you for tuning back in, by the way. Oh dang, you're actually, yeah, I read that. Rook b8. He playing against a member. 95 trade. Still surprised. I like that move. Yeah, I don't do that often because I didn't have any members until now. But let's change that. Queen e2, bishop d7. What is a rook a2? Bishop d7 is definitely the move. 95, rook b8. Try to win it outright. Knight c6, knight b4. Here I would play c4 as white, bro. Oh dang. Oh my god, mouse slip. What do these crowns mean? I wanted my pawn there and then take back with the queen. Isn't a mistake. It means a brilliant move. The crowns are a pointed system. Super chats, gifts, messages, etc. Okay, thanks. This bishop is trapped the whole game. The the whole game. Yeah, the bishop was trapped. Yeah, the bishop was trapped. I completely missed that. Completely missed the trapped bishop. You play the Sicilian, so I went to another line that I'm not used to, like the fianchetto. Oh, don't worry. I mean, when you see your opponent play something, don't just assume that they know like all the theory or something. You mean because you don't have anything prepared against the Sicilian? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I didn't have anything prepared against what you played either. So I just tried to play it like I said, like principle chess. If you try to play like this, the same thing that happened here is going to happen in your games. Like at some point, your opponent is likely to make a mistake, and then you can capitalize on that. But I mean, meanwhile, you can just play boring chess basically. Like you can play boring chess throughout. Even if you miss a tactic, like I missed here, the trap bishop, then you might still win just by playing principle. I mean, at the lower levels, you might just win by doing that, just straight up. And I mean, someone might say, "Oh, you didn't play so principle." Well, I mean, I'm doing my best. Like I mean, but what I mean is just develop your pieces, castle, that kind of thing. Like I mean, if you play lines you don't know, you will be cooked. Also, I need to learn the Sicilian. I know nothing about it. Like, yeah, don't worry. I mean, like I'm telling you, play principle to the radical. But I could make a video about the Sicilian in the future. Yeah, I mean, I could study a little bit more myself and make a video. That could be something to do. Which lines of the Sicilian should I learn? Did you look at bishop g4 and bf7, please? Bishop g4. Let me see. Bishop g4. So you mean we played bishop g4 at some point? Completely forgot. Okay, I don't see any bishop g4. When do you mean? Which move? You mean like if I go here, bishop g4, or do you mean something else? I see bishop g4, and you mean bishop f7? Is that what you meant? Bishop f7. Yeah, bishop f7 is good. Yeah. So thankfully I didn't play that. Because I did consider that move and didn't even look at it. I mean, I did look at the fact that they were staring at that. I did look at that. That's why I played e6. Like, I mean, usually in general, when the bishop is staring at this point, one way to blunt the bishop, very usual, is to play e6. Like, for instance, if I go like if I go into the, well, I will not play put it there now, but I mean, if I go like into the Najdorf and they play the Fischer-Zosen, for instance, I'm going to play e6. Like just automatically, and it's because of that. If they play the Paudler attack, or however you pronounce that, I'm also going to play e6. Like I know already that it's top engine move, and the reason is that you're blunting the bishop, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure that it was so bad. I didn't even analyze it because I was going to go e6. That's simpler. But yeah, had I really considered this, I might have looked into that potentially. Maybe I would have missed it. But yeah, this is really bad. You can't take here because then there's this and this, obviously. So then white is winning a pawn and getting a great position, and yeah, black is in very, very bad shape. So actually, recommendation is not to even take the bishop there. I mean, obviously, because I mean they're not taking anything. They grab there. So yeah, well spotted there, Liam. So yeah, but I have to say I didn't go into that. I did consider going bishop g4 here, but like I said, it looked like then there could be complications. So I didn't even look at the complications because I just played e6. Like I went like, yep, okay. Now simple boring chess. And yeah. Does knight f6 work after bishop c4? After bishop c4, knight f6. Probably does. I see. Yeah, knight f6 is okay. What did I play? Yeah, I played d6. But yeah, knight f6 is okay. Knight f6 is okay. Like here, there are no worries in this one. Knowing the lines of an opening might be a help a bit, but sometimes your opponent will transpose an opening or play other lines. Yeah, I mean the point, DJT, is you have to know the ideas of the opening you're playing. More important than knowing lines is knowing the ideas. For instance, I don't know lines of my openings, basically. I know a few lines. Very, very few. Then I know a bunch of ideas. I know a bunch of ideas of my openings, I do know, and then I try to play with that. And it does work. Like, I mean, until like until a certain level, that will work, definitely. Most definitely at the radicals level, it will work. Like, I mean, then later on you might need to have like some more solid line knowledge, perhaps. But yeah, in general, you can make do with a bit of knowing just a feel for the ideas of the opening. Like know the ideas, know basically where you intend to develop, what are your plans, what you intend to do, and with that you can get along pretty well. Or just play principle. I mean, basically play principle, develop the pieces, do that on every opening that you play, and you'll be fine for quite a while. Yeah, it's far more important to understand the ideas of lines than just memorizing lines. Yeah, so Liam says it. Liam is a very knowledgeable guy. I think you need openings principles rather than openings theory. Yeah, exactly, Lorenzo. And by the way, thank you for tuning back in. I mean, just the start of theory, not each line separately. Yeah, I see. My bad, I thought you meant literal lines. A lot of openings share common themes. Yeah, like I said, the radical, maybe I will make a video about some openings. So if you want to learn something about the Sicilian, yeah, we could do about some stuff of the Sicilian for sure. I could consider making a video about that. So Test, are you still here? Do you want me to play another game with you? Do you want to do like some more analysis, or we go back to the puzzles? Okay, while he doesn't reply, let's go back to puzzles, and then when he replies, I might play again with him. I thought you meant literal. Yeah. Also, should I play the Traxler when he tries to fry? Oh, you're here. All right. So yeah, let me know what you want, Test. Do you want to play a rematch? Do you want me to analyze another one of your games or something? I think everyone wants puzzles. All right. Yeah, we can do puzzles. We can do puzzles, definitely. But again, like, I mean, feel free to ask me whatever you want to Test, and we'll always listen to you. Should I play the Traxler when he tries to fry liver or something else? No, you shouldn't play the Traxler, in my opinion. I mean, it's up to you. But let me show you. Like, it's been a while since I played the. Oh, okay. Someone sent a friend request. Okay, accepted. Let me show you what I played, if I remember. When they played that, like when I played the two knights, which I used to play when I played e5, I played main line. Like, if they go over here, then there's d5, and this is a sacrifice of a pawn. They take over here, you go after this bishop, then usually what will happen is that they are going to give you this check. Then you're going to push this pawn over here, and then they can take that pawn. And then you take again. And now they have options. Usually they will move this bishop somewhere. But there's also queen f3, which pins the pawn. And actually white can be gaining 2 pawns here. But black has enough compensation, so you're fine in these lines. This is what I used to play. Like, let's say here, I don't know, well, what's the engine saying? Bishop d3, it says. Well, I didn't even know that. I didn't even remember that was the main move. I mean, I probably knew it before, but I mean, I didn't know the continuation to this for sure. Like, but something like this, and then you go like, you know, you kick this knight at some point, and you're going to continue developing your pieces. Like here it says top move 95. There's also bishop d6. So let's say bishop d6, castle, something like that. Kick the knight. I mean, get this knight out of here, and yeah, you're fine actually. Even though you're a pawn down, but the reason you're fine is that you actually developed a lot. Like all of a sudden, it's sort of like the tables have turned. For the cost of one pawn, you're actually the one having good development. Like this piece is pretty much out of place. Like, I mean, what is this knight doing? It's a loose piece. It's like sort of aggressively placed, but it's going to get kicked out eventually. And this bishop in front of the d-pawn is not very surprising either. And white doesn't have... black is ahead in development. So you go something like bishop d6, yeah, or whatever. Like, I mean, you develop normally. Kick this knight, castle, in some order, and you're fine. So I wouldn't recommend playing the Traxler because I don't like dubious openings. Like, I just don't like them. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, like, I have heard it before. Like, I have heard it from, you know, like, Levi Rossman, for instance, whom I do admire. But the thing is, like, he says, oh, yeah, you guys, like, you guys are plundering all your pieces and you shouldn't, like, you know, go for sound openings. Yeah, you should just play, you know, what's fun and this and that. But to me, it's not fun to play this garbage, you know? Like, it's not fun. So I do agree on the part of playing fun. But for me, it's not fun to play that. Like if I were, you know, if I were one of these guys that I meet that do this and play here, I would feel sorry about myself if I played like this. I mean, and no offense to the people that play the Stafford Gambit, but I mean, I just can't bring myself to do something like this. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm giving up a pawn. I mean, I'm giving up a pawn for real. Like, that's just it. I'm giving up a pawn and for tricks. Like, after that, I'm going to, like, try to trick my opponent, going over here and then, you know, like, bringing this out and trying to bring the queen and start something. Like, I don't play like that. I don't like playing for tricks. I like playing something that's actually sound and fun at the same time. But for me, and I mean, I don't like learning openings that that are objectively bad. I mean, because the point is, if you're learning an opening, it already like takes you some memorization, you know. So. I mean, even if you're learning just the ideas in like a few lines, like very few lines, you're still occupying a little bit of your mind and, you know, storing that in the hard drive, you know? And so why would you do that about lines that are objectively bad? Like my answer to the people that say, oh, you can play that, it doesn't matter, like being, you know, -1 disadvantage or things like that. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. 1 point disadvantage, it means nothing. My answer to that is that I can get that disadvantage all by myself. Like, if I want to be at 1 point disadvantage against pretty much any player on the planet, playing in the opening, like in the first, like, let's say, I don't know, 10 moves or so, or a little bit more than that, I can do that all by myself. Like, I could just go ahead and start playing moves and try to play sound moves, and, you know, I'll land myself into a position where I'll be, like, down, you know, 1 point according to the computer. But that's not the reason I learn openings. I learn openings so that I can get an edge, like objectively get an edge, a comfortable position that I can play with. And for me, that's not playing for tricks. Like, you know, if I'm going to play for tricks, then what? Like, I mean, but of course, I don't have anything against the people that do that. Like, I mean, if you guys want to do that, I know a lot of people that's like, their fun is there. If that's fun for you, then go ahead. But now if someone asks me, oh, should I learn, like, you know, the Traxler, the Stafford Gambit, something like that? Well, if you ask me, I mean, the answer for me will be no. You shouldn't learn that. Like, you should try to learn something that you know, actually will be with you for a long time, and not something that you will play and just try to trick every single one of your opponents. And then if one day you meet the same guy twice, then potentially they already came prepared for your you know, the stuff that you play, your traps and stuff, and potentially you're going to lose because you're playing against the same people. Like if you're playing against different people in the pool, yeah, you can try to trick them all with the traps. If you're very good at knowing all the tricks of the opening, then well, you might make them all fall for your traps, and you can do great in the pool. But once you're facing or on blitz and things like that, but I mean, once you're facing like the same dude a couple of times, I assume that's not going to work. Anyway, that was a very long rant about openings. First get good, then play for fun. Yeah, I mean, like for me, playing for fun is that. Like, I mean, I do agree with playing for fun, but for me, I mean, they are not fun, those openings to me. Like, I mean, being down a pawn is no fun for me. I mean, being down a pawn for nothing. In general, I don't even go for lines that are, you know, down a pawn for compensation. But that I should actually get used to because there are so many of those. But like I said, I did play this line in the fried liver before. But that's one of the few lines that I played where I was down a pawn for compensation. But I did play that quite successfully, I would say. Early on when I started. Of course, I mean, it's not saying that much because I was playing very low rated opposition too. Like, I mean, well, they were the same rating as me, but I mean, I was low rated. I mean, lower rated than I am now. Much lower rated. Aid es la mejor. No sé a qué te refieres, Manolo. Pero gracias por pasarte de nuevo por aquí. Hay un curso de Andrés Rodríguez, el gemio uruguayo, explicando la variante AD3, alfil de 3. Ahí va, que es la mejor. Está. Cuando dijiste AD3, lo leí eso como ADE, y cuando escriben, viste, con los números así, yo dije, ¿qué será eso? Y no, claro, alfil de 3, no. Claro, la mejor, sí, el módulo estaba dando AD3 ahí, por eso me fijé a ver cuál era la del módulo, porque sabía que lo podían mover el alfil a varios lados. Así que tiene un curso Andrés Rodríguez, el gemio uruguayo. ¿Qué tiene? ¿Página? ¿Tiene o algo? Interesante, porque digo, es decir... Andrés Rodríguez, digo, yo soy uruguayo también, ¿no? Es decir, con Andrés Rodríguez me tomé una foto hace un tiempo. un crack, Andrés Rodríguez, totalmente. No sabía que tenía curso. ¿Qué tiene? ¿Tiene sitio web o algo? Pues me gustaría decir, ahora probablemente no pueda comprarle nada, pero digo, estaría bueno para apoyarlo ahí, es un capo, loco. It depends if you played as much as those guys and put in the hours of memorization. I'm sure it breaks up the monotony. Could be. Memorizar repertorios y variantes por debajo de 2100 FIDE es absurdo. Yo qué sé, para mí no hay como un margen donde digas no tiene sentido aprender aperturas. Es decir, a ver, si lo que tú quieres es aprender aperturas para decir que ganas más partidas nomás, no te digo 2100 FIDE, pero sí que no lo vas a necesitar por un buen tiempo, seguro. Es decir, seguro que no lo necesitas. Bueno, si vamos al caso, Magnus le puede jugar al que venga, le juega con, no sé, A3, A4, cualquier cosa de esa. Digo, es decir, dependiendo de tu nivel, qué es lo que vas a necesitar para jugarle a alguien. Ahora, es decir, pero por otro lado, aprender aperturas, es decir, puede ser porque te gusta aprender aperturas o porque quieres quieres sacar ventaja por ese lado. Hay muchas maneras de sacar ventaja realmente en una partida. Digo, puedes sacar ventaja porque eres mejor en los finales, o porque eres mejor en la apertura, o porque eres mejor en el medio juego. Pero no me parece absurdo en realidad. Es decir, yo creo que aprender aperturas está bien en cualquier momento. Ahora, si estás aprendiendo aperturas solo para ganar la ventaja que dices, quiero aprender cómo ganarle a la gente, entonces voy a aprender aperturas, eso sí es un enfoque incorrecto, porque primero que eso tendrías que estar aprendiendo táctica y todo tipo de cosas antes que decir que te focalices en la apertura. Sí, lo único que quieres es ir a ganar nomás de cabeza. Pero si lo que quieres es, no sé, enriquecer tu conocimiento del ajedrez en general o divertirte un poco jugando líneas interesantes, digo, está perfecto para mí aprender aperturas. Yo cuando lo aprendí de aperturas, bueno, y no aprendí mucho, digo, lo que lo aprendí por ganas nomás, básicamente. Digo, no por, ¿cómo es? Por afán de estudio. Me gustan las aperturas, me gusta leer así de los movimientos y eso. ¿Cómo es? Pero no por decir, esta es la manera, voy a ganar todos los puntos cuando me lea eso. Digo, soy consciente de que realmente si lo que quieres es aprender, digo, ir derecho a destrozar al oponente y ganar todos los puntos que puedas, digo, hay maneras mucho más rápidas que ir por ese lado. Right liver, Traxler, and Gambits can be fun sometimes, but yeah. You got 800 subs in 1 month. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like the amount of subs that I got in that time. I have to say that I've been streaming like very consistently. So, but still, like I mean, it did baffle me. I reached 1,000 after 4 months of grind. Hello, Manav Prakash D Hanger. Probably mispronounced that completely. I guess I'll call you Manav. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. And congratulations on reaching the 4 digits, my friend. That's a great milestone. It might be good to know of the tricks, but using them can be risky. Oh, by the way, I'm going to play like some puzzle here in the background while I do this, because obviously you guys are going to want to continue with something, and I'm just talking here. So yeah, this is the next puzzle in line. My apologies for like yapping for so long. I hope at least some of you guys still stayed around while I was reading all of that. So yeah, yeah, I should have played this puzzle like a long time ago. Okay, so I'll leave that puzzle so that you guys can think about it, and meanwhile, and I'll continue with the chat. Useful in the long term. Yeah, exactly. And welcome back, Anthony V. Thank you for tuning in once again, my friend. Remember, you ain't witty. He plays for fun, but because he's crazy good. No, I mean you can play for fun. Why shouldn't you play for fun? Like, I mean, saying that you know the fun is reserved to people who are good at chess makes absolutely no sense. First of all, actually, if anything, you should say that the people that that you know are just casual players, then they are more likely to play for fun than the guys that are actually good. Like, I mean, the guys that international masters, grandmasters, all of those guys might be playing for something a lot more serious and fun, and perhaps it stopped being just fun for them. Maybe. I mean, I would suppose that it's still fun for them because it's still a game. But the thing is, like, and also if they are not having fun, it's very unlikely that they're going to progress. But I mean, yeah, of course, like the fun is not reserved to the people who are doing good. Like, where are you getting that from? By the way, GOAT won the Esports World Cup. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the last few moments of the Magnus Ali Reza match. It's kind of ridiculous, though, isn't it? Like, I mean, having not the match, like having guys playing chess in front of a monitor, like right next to each other. It looks like so incredibly silly to me. Like to see two guys like standing in front of a monitor and with a headset on or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know, they were like, yeah, we're playing, this video game called chess. When you can just set up a great, magnificent wooden board in the middle there and have a lot more fun, like just touching the pieces. I don't know, I know they are going like too desperate, going for that esports thing. I don't know. I feel like the only people that should be celebrating that esports thing about chess are the guys who are making a lot of money off of it. So yeah, I mean, like, if you ask Danny Rensch, I understand if Danny Rensch is like, yeah, let's go esports. But I mean, for the rest of us, like, I like, when people are sitting to play chess, I like seeing them like play on a board. But it was what a wonderful experience when I could watch Pepe Cuenca play against I guess some dude, like not a master or anything, I think. But he was playing against some guy in a tournament, the only over the board tournament that I have attended so far. I lost very, very fast in my game, and so I went to his board to watch him play, and it's so awesome, like, to be there and be able to watch the guy just doing his magic like live, and you can see the board, and look at the moves and try to guess what he's going to go do next and stuff. Like, that's so much fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, dudes playing on a computer, even though they are like a few meters away. It's a little bit ridiculous to me. But to each their own, of course. I know that for Magnus and these guys, it's awesome because they were giving like a lot more money than they would usually get from a tournament, I think. If you want to play tricky openings, study the lines. Those do not follow opening principles. Yeah, it's true that if you are playing tricky openings, you should like at least if you want to follow some principles, it should be like principles of attack and like exploiting development and things like that. But it shouldn't be like obviously you can't just play quiet and be like, yeah, I'm down a pawn, but let's just connect the rooks and do this and that. Yeah, I mean, in that case you're very much in trouble. I agree 100% with you, Tete Radical. He jugado con maestros que lo sacas de la apertura y no saben qué hacer, colapsan. Bueno, es decir, no sé qué les habrá pasado a los maestros ahí, pero digo, obviamente maestro tiene que saber mucho más que solo la apertura, digo, está decir. O sea, lo habrás agarrado con una línea que lo mataste ahí, pero sí, no diría que sea así de fácil como sacarlo de la apertura y ya está, y están fritos. No diría eso. Diría que está, si le ganaste, lo agarraste bien a ese, decirle. Lo pusiste en una situación complicada y te manejaste bien tú, pero no diría que en general colapsen los maestros, digo. Difícilmente, supongo, digo. O sea, no se vuelven maestros solo por saber un montón de líneas. Aunque saber un montón de líneas los ayuda, obviamente. Yeah, my apologies, Liam. I see that you say puzzles here. E4, the answer is E4. I didn't use stockfish. Exactly, if you get them out of the lines, they collapse, so it does help to understand more openings, but most in the lower rating don't study openings. Queen takes queen, okay. Queen takes queen, boom. And yeah, bishop takes here, right? Okay, now bishop back somewhere. Maybe, no, not here, because maybe we get trapped. Oh no, bishop back somewhere, I assume. Humdy hum, how do the puzzles work? Are we trying to solve the rest of this game? Yeah, we're trying to solve the puzzles. I mean, I was just chatting, but I mean, I put the position here and everyone suggests the moves and then we solve them. Like, I mean, in general, I do participate in the solution, but right now I'm just chatting, so you guys suggest and I just play the moves. Ah, you mean how do puzzles in general work? Like, how do puzzles work? Like, you haven't done puzzles. So, usually it's going to be a tactic. I mean, a tactical move. Usually it's not going to be positional. But in general, what you should do first of all is, I mean, if you want to be very systematic, you should probably make stock of what's in the position. Like, for instance, when this puzzle started, like, what's going on, and try to get into a position and see what's going on. Like, for instance, we have 3 minor pieces. They also have 3 minor pieces. 2 rooks versus 2 rooks. Queen versus queen. Pawn count. We have they have 7. We have 7. So material wise, the beginning was exactly the same. Oh, the knight was here. This is how the puzzle started. So our queen was under attack by a knight. The knight is also putting pressure here. This queen is putting pressure over there. So this is basically, you know, you can start looking at the stuff like what's going on here. And then you look for a move that will land you, or a sequence of moves that will land you in an advantageous situation. Like either you're going to be winning a piece, or you're going to be mating the enemy king, or, you know, you're going to be winning just a pawn, or maybe it's a defensive puzzle and they are attacking you and you just need to defend properly. Maybe they have a very big threat and there's only one way to avoid the big threat, and then you solve it like that. Now, puzzles on the computer like these that we are doing, like on chess.com, they come with only one solution in general. In general, there's only one solution. Like in the vast majority of cases, there may be cases where there's a mate and then there's another solution that's significantly worse but still winning, and you have to find a mate. But in general, it's going to be one move only every turn. Then when there's more than one move that you can choose that are about the same, or, you know, very winning all of them, then the puzzle will stop there and they will not ask you to continue, because That's how it is here in these automated puzzles. So yeah, I hope that clarifies that, DJT. I hope you're still here also, because I know I took a long time to reach that message. How about another game? If a test wants to play me, I can play a game with him. Yeah. I mean, I play games with members, and he's the only member. So if he wants to play, then yeah, we can play. Beanman, what openings you play? I play the Catalan and Sicilian. Thank you, Beanman, for tuning in. I play Sicilian also, and E4 with white. And against other options like D4, I don't know, I play like varied stuff. Hello, Zane. Thank you for tuning back in. Knight G5, Bishop F5, F4. So, oh yeah, I left this in the bad position. F4, and then after F4, you said, what? Let me see. Bishop D8 to block the fork. Oh, because there's a fork over here. Gotcha. Okay. My apologies, guys, that I took a long while to play the last move. I hadn't found like someone giving the whole line here. I found Sane. So yeah. And I hadn't realized about the fork. I hadn't seen that. Hello, Irina. Привет. Nice to see you here, Irina. Thank you for tuning back in. Classical chess is love and hate at the same time. Well, what do you mean? Because if you lose, like you've been spending like 1,000 years in the game, right? Like you're so invested that it tilts a lot, right? Like, I mean, it happened to me in like Rapid. Like, I like longer time controls, but I mean, once you know, you're spending like an hour playing a game, and then you blunder a winning position, is like so much more infuriating than when you're just playing, you know, those quick games. On the other hand, if you're playing those quick games, then maybe you lose like 10 in a row instead of one. So yeah, great stuff there with the solution, guys. Thank you, Zane, for posting the whole thing. The teacher should know more than the opening. The teacher should know more than the opening. I don't know what you mean, Nathan Bates, but I mean, if you mean like if a coach only knows openings, yeah, I mean in general, coach should give you more guidelines than just the opening. I do agree with that. Are we gonna do this puzzle? What are you saying? We don't understand challenger games. Oh, okay. I was answering something before, like someone asked something. There were like more than one question. Bishop D8 to stop for consistent. Bishop 7. Sí, lo leí ahora, muchachos. Gracias a todos por thanks all of you guys for letting me know about the Bishop D8. Yeah. But just now I reached like Zane's comment with the whole line, and then you guys saying Bishop D8 as well. He's reading. I was trying to translate some of what Manolo and him were saying. Oh, thank you, Nathan. That's awesome. Irina Sivir, did you feel the earthquake in Russia? Oh, there was an earthquake in Russia? Whoa. Whoa. Are you okay, Irina? Is your family okay and everything? Yeah, I had no idea about the earthquake. My wife had heard about it though. She just told me. Bro, I also won a local tournament in my hometown in India. Wow, congratulations, Manav. That's awesome. It's really awesome. Oh, okay, you didn't feel it. Okay. But yeah, that sucks. Earthquakes. Bishop takes bishop h3. Bishop takes bishop h3. Bishop takes bishop h3. Okay, now we take knight, I suppose. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious, so I'll just take it. There we go. Great job there, Liam. Thank you for solving that one. I was referring to your conversation with Manolo. Yeah, I understand, Nathan. So yeah, thanks for translating a bit. Oh, Irina also wasn't aware of the earthquake. We live in such a part of Russia where there is no earthquake. Oh, that's good, Irina. That's good that you're away from the such a phenomena. If is that what you call them in English? Yeah, like bishop e5. says Liam. Okay, bishop b5, hitting the rook. Then it has nowhere to go, yeah? Okay, they go over here. We take because the pawn is pinned to a queen. Now we... Do we... Ah, wait. Do we have like a... We do have this check. I don't know if it does anything. But we do have this check. If the queen goes over here, then we take, and then we can take the bishop for free. But, I mean, probably the queen will not go there. Probably they will go over here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to continue. Let me see what you guys say. What do you think about India's future in chess? I hope I will also represent one day. Well, India's past and present and future is very bright in chess, I think. I mean, I don't know about the future. I have no idea about what will happen in the future on any given field, but I will say that India has done historically really, really well, right? I mean, you guys have Vichy and now you have Prague, Gukesh, you have, you know, lots of Vidit, like so many strong players from India. So yeah, it's so of course India is doing magnificently great in chess, and I would expect that it will continue to be that way. Natural disaster, that's what you would say. Oh, okay, thank you, Nathan. Natural disaster, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, the word I was trying to say is phenomena when I said like such a thing, but yeah, natural disaster sounds I mean, sounds more like it, and also you're a native speaker, so obviously you're right here. Bishop a5 d4, bishop d4. Yeah, bishop d4 already played. Yeah, queen a5. Okay, queen a5. Okay, now we just take over here, then we take over there. Like simple. Now, what was the thing? Let me check real quick. What was the problem with king goes over here? Wow, it says bishop c3. Yeah, bishop c3 prepares rook over here, right? It also says bishop b5, also with the same idea, I assume. Okay, let's say bishop b2 also wins, is less winning. Let me look at this one, because this is a little bit probably easier to figure out. So over here, already hitting that one. Let's say they, I don't know, they move over here, for instance. Knight d7. Well, rook d8. Yeah, rook d8 is a lot less winning than anything else. So I guess I should go with knight d7. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, the king looks suspicious there, but the line goes on. So let me just go back to the puzzles. I thought there was maybe something a little bit more tangible than that. Like instinctively, I did see that probably we had something good there, but I mean, I thought there was something more concrete if that was the answer to the puzzle. But yeah, it was. It required a lot of going deep into. I mean, if you really want to find the facts, so to say, it will take a very long dive into those lines. So yeah, let's just continue with the puzzles here. He was in Kamchatka. It's very, very far from me. Oh, okay, Irina, that's good. That's good that it's far away. Fishy Sir changed the whole scene in India. I am also getting training from official. Have a dream to be GM, hopefully one day. That's awesome, Manav. And wish you a lot of success with that. Remember, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Does anyone know where that quote comes from? I've heard that it can cause tsunamis in South America, like in Chile. Chile. Well, I shouldn't pronounce it like that. I should say Chile. But yeah. Oh, that. Oh yeah, my wife did tell me about that. My wife did tell me about that. I remember she said that. She said exactly that. That he could that they were saying that there was an earthquake. I didn't remember it was in Russia, but I mean, there was an earthquake that was that could cause tsunamis. Like that's how tough it was that it could cause tsunamis on like the other continent. I missed King E2 in my line. Never mind. Knight f6, knight f6, king d8, queen f8. Hello, Alb. Nice to see you back here, buddy. So knight f6, you guys are saying, right? Knight f6. There we go. Okay, just we take here with a knight, I assume. Oh no, actually we have this this pin. Now we can take even with a queen over here. We can even do that. That back here and then take over here seems pretty good. Queen takes rook, yeah. Queen takes rook. Now we go back here, check, protecting everything, and then we take this one, right? Oh, thank you, Albi. Yeah, it's a real pleasure to have you here. Yesterday, Chad told me about the tsunami in Russia. I was surprised, didn't hear about it. Oh, Chad talked to you. Yeah, well, how's life going for him? Like he hasn't been here for a while. I hope he tunes in at some point. I am just 12. Let's see where it goes. You're very young. You're very young. How you been getting on? Oh, I've been fine. I've been fine. What about you? Queen d6. Okay, queen d6. And now we do take this knight, right? Knight takes knight. Okay. Okay, and now I assume queen takes bishop. I'm waiting for confirmation every step of the way, guys, because just in case, because I don't want to just blow everything up. So yeah. Tsunami in Russia. Queen takes bishop. There we go. Boom. So yeah, great solving there, Liam. And also Mr. T. Oh, you had already said Queen f8, by the way. Well, I had seen your message, but I didn't even pay attention to the Queen f8. You had already said that. You know, kids are dangerous in chess. Yeah, kids do tend to be dangerous in chess, definitely. Queen g3. Queen g3. And if king takes over here, then there's this mate. Okay, sounds oh, it wasn't queen g3. Ouch. Yeah, it sounded like very wonderful move, to be honest. Let me see, what's wrong with queen h3? I mean, with queen g3. Bishop b4 check. Bishop b4 check. Oh, ho ho. Yeah, there are. Wherever we go, there's a queen check. Like here, queen b1. And there, the other bishop maybe comes in. No, not yet. Queen b2. And let's say we want to run here, for instance. Well, then even this might come, but now, yeah, bishop c5. And if you go over here, then you're at the very least losing a queen. So, well, that's a tough one. So it was queen here, queen d3. Oh wait, did you say queen d3? Maybe you said queen d3 and I read queen g3. Where are you from, bro? Russia? Russia also produces sessions like Talk as part of many. Oh, you had said Queen D3? Oh, all right. Yeah, I read. I thought you had written Queen G3. So yeah, it was Queen D3. All right. Well, at least we have one more strike anyway. So let's go on with that. And anyway, if we like miss all the strikes here, don't worry, guys. We have Alice's streak that's very advanced, actually. I'm not from Russia. No, I'm from Uruguay. Irina is from Russia. So yeah, Uruguay has produced one grandmaster at the moment. I don't know in the past, but I mean, right now we have one grandmaster. Well, we also have another grandmaster that's not like born Uruguayan, but plays for the Uruguayan, under the Uruguayan flag. But the one that was born here is Andres Rodriguez. The other one, I can't remember the name right now, but he had a little bit of a strange name because he's like has like a Polish name or something. But yeah, I mean, there are two GMs in Uruguay. Have you ever been abroad? Yeah, I was abroad, like not much, but I did visit. I did visit some other country in the past. Staircase. Do you mean in do you mean in this one? No, you meant in the previous puzzle or something. Like you meant the punishment for us, for our. Oh, he said Queen G3. Oh, okay. So I wasn't dreaming it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Like I mean, like a good thing that I didn't like mess up like that, at least. Like I mean, reading the wrong notation. But anyway, like I mean, it wasn't a big deal either way. Like I mean, it's just I'll try not to beat myself up too much even when I play the wrong move when you guys say the right one or something, because other times I've been like going like through massive tilt for it, and yeah, at the end of the day it's just a strike. I hope for you guys it's the same thing. Like I mean, it's just one missed puzzle, then we can go on, and if we miss all three, then we go to the other, the other platform. Although on leeches, I will be a lot more careful about not messing up with reading the chat, because we are like so far advanced. But here we're on puzzle 47, 48 now. Countess' name is green because he's the member. He's the member of the channel. That's why his name shows up in a different color. Yeah, he's not just a member. He's the member. He's the one and only, the chosen one. Queen check, bishop mate. See, queen d8. Queen d8. You guys already said queen d8, and Mr. T gave us the whole line there. So queen d8, queen d8. There we go. Queen d8. Let's see, Mr. T's line. Queen d8, king g7, bishop b2. Okay. Bishop b2. There we go. Okay, so we fetch that, and now we take with which way? Do we take with a queen or do we take with a king? I mean, with a bishop. If we take with a bishop, then if king goes over here, yeah, I don't know what do we have if king goes over there. If we take like this, and king goes over here, there's this, and that's just mate. So that looks good. If we go over here and king goes anywhere else, we go there. So actually, it's this one. It's with a queen, obviously. Just looking at it for 2 seconds, just in case. Yeah. So good stuff there, Mr. T. Thank you for throwing the whole line in there, and also good stuff, Liam, who also found queen d8. Do you like freestyle? I love that because they have on-spot thinking and theory. Well, theory precisely is what the Fisher Random technically would try to avoid, but But yeah, I do not play Fisher Random. I don't play it. I actually prefer like standard chess, even though there is like the memorization aspect that I don't have lines to memorize. So for me, that's you know, I'm not one of those guys that that knows a lot of theory. But the thing is, I like when there are fewer variables in the game. I think I mean like adding that random factor might make it more entertaining at the highest level, where the guys just basically, you know the game backwards and the opening, and so for them maybe it's a maybe they find it like much more entertaining to add that that element of like randomness into the position. But for me, I like that we're playing the same game. We already know what we're getting into from the get-go, and we just test our skills to see who comes out on top. And yeah, that includes the skills of, you know, memorization and pre-arrangement and all of that. But I mean, that's how chess has been for a very long time. I still think it's an interesting idea, Fisher Random, and also I have I do like Fisher a lot, so I think you know the that mode deserves its recognition. But I also don't know why people call it like freestyle, like 960, whatever name they want to come up with now. But I mean, like, it's Fisher Random. Like, I don't know why people call it all those other names. I don't know if they are looking for a catchy name or they just don't like you know, giving recognition to Fisher. But yeah, I mean, for me, that mode is called Fisher Random. Like, not freestyle, not just 960, not any of that nonsense. It's Fisher Random. But still, you can call it whatever you like. I mean, I don't even play the mode, but I mean, to me, it will be Fisher Random. I'm hearing a weird noise. Might be my computer. My computer might be suffering a little bit. There is a noise. Oh no! It's my wife drying her hair. It's that. It's the hair dryer. That's what you're listening. Probably. But now there should be no noise. If now you're hearing a noise, then it is definitely my computer. So let me know if now there's a noise, because now there's no air dryer in the background. So if there's a noise, then it means my computer is just I don't know. I'll try to find a different setup for next time if now there's a noise. Fisher Random is a fire name. Yeah, exactly. Sack ABD draw. Black is down material. Rook G7. Have you heard of the chess? I think I can. If you think because I'm a Spanish native speaker, I can't recognize what you're getting to there, Liam. Like, yeah, no, I ain't falling for that one. Like, I mean, even when English isn't my first language, that one is to you're going to have to put it in a way that's a little bit more like difficult to tell, you know, what you're referring to. Would conspicuous be the word, maybe? Anyway, Queen H3, you guys are saying. Queen H3, you guys are saying. Queen H3. Queen H3. Okay, let's go. Queen H3. G3, Knight G4. Knight G4. Going for mate. Okay, great solving there, guys. Mr. T and Liam BB. And thanks, Mr. T, for giving the line. I mean, like the line with every move, so they can play it right away. I was hoping to get you with that. Come on, like, I mean, you just saw me that I blunder like pieces and stuff, and you thought, yeah, I can get him with this one. Like, no, man. Like, I am blundering that one. that one I'm not blundering. Test 1, 2, 3. All my life, grammar rules say that the word here can't be used in continuous, but you use explain me please this moment. No noise. Oh, okay. Thank you, Test, for confirming that. I have to go for training. I'll come back later. I subscribed. Oh, thank you very much, Manaf. Thank you, my friend. And thanks for gracing us with your presence and talking with me in the chat. Oh, you were right also, Albi. Like also well solved there. And yeah, a bit unfortunate that you can't see the numbers here, but yeah, you were right on the second one. It was Queen H3, because in that case we were looking from Black's perspective. Yo, Francisco. Rook G6 is what you guys are saying. Oh, Nathan got me, he said. Okay. All right. So Rook G6. Let me see. Rook G6. Rook G6. Okay, so you guys are all agreeing on Rook G6. I am not even looking at it at the moment. I'm going to, yeah, Rook G6. Okay, Rook G6. Okay, goes over there. Okay, next move, maybe this one. I don't know. Oh wait, we can check over here and take this one. So I assume it's going to be that, but oh no. Like, you guys tell me. I assume it's going to be this and this. Say to your wife, hasta la vista, baby. It means I love you. No, I know Spanish, my friend. Like, you think I don't know? I mean, Spanish is my native language. How are you trying to make me fall for that? You know, if you're asking me in Spanish, you should ask me, you know, like one that really I can't see coming, you know. But yeah, that I understand perfectly. In English, you're far more likely to make me fall for one than in Spanish. But in Spanish, it can happen if you come up with a witty enough trap. Best wishes to your wife from Russia. Thank you, Irina. Irina sends you best wishes, Anne. My wife says thank you very much, and also sends you her best wishes, Irina. Rook 7 and Queen of 8, and I don't see how Black defense made. Oh wait, yeah, it ended. Yeah, the puzzle ended right there. So yeah, great job, you guys. I googled it and it says wrong. Would you use listening instead because they are a little different? Other English words you don't know? Do you have to practice a lot? There are many English words I don't know. Many, several, and in fact, I think there are English words that native speakers don't know either. Probably. I mean, like, yeah, there has to be. Like, nobody's a walking dictionary. But if you mean like words in casual speech that I don't know, yeah, there are many words that I don't know because I don't use them in my daily life. Like, if I were, you know, practicing everything, then I suppose I would. I mean, if you're like living in an English speaking country, then you're, you know, and at home you speak English all the time or something, then in that case you probably learn all the words for the used in like the daily life. But yeah, in my case, for me that's not the case. So yeah, there are many words that I do not know. But at least I have the sufficient understanding that I can use the dictionary in English and stuff, and, you know, just find whatever I need. I can find it somewhat easily. Do you have to practice a lot? I probably don't need to practice a lot if I want to sort of keep a level of English, because I mean, again, like I said before, input is the most important, and I do have input all the time because I like reading in English, for instance. Like right now, I'm reading The Sign of Four, you know, by Arthur Conan Doyle. So I do like reading in English, you know, and and listening to music that's in English and watching movies that are in English. So in general, I get a lot of input. So I probably wouldn't need to practice a lot, but still, I do practice. Like some of my meetings that I told you about lessons, those are for English. Some of them are for English. So yeah, I do try to practice on a weekly basis with my friend and tutor. I try to do that. I mean, it probably wouldn't be necessary for me to like sort of keep my level, but I try to strive for more. And it has worked pretty well because I mean, people have noticed progress in general. ¿Hablas español? Sí, sí, por supuesto. Tete Radical. ¿Qué clase de pregunta es esa? De si hablo español. Obviamente. Si fuera uruguayo y no hablar español, eso sería un poco extraño. Bueno, si fuera uruguayo viviendo aquí como vivo, sería muy extraño sin hablar español. Sí, hablo español, efectivamente. Is your wife Russian? No, no, she's not Russian. No. Rook A8, Rook A8. Rook A8 looks too simple. She's Chinese, test. Rook A8, okay. Let me see. Okay, bro. It means I loved it so much in English. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Manav. I also loved hanging out with you. Nathan Bates, Queen Trapped. I guess there is Knight B5. Yeah, Knight B5 is the line. Anyone fancy a game against 750 elo? Hello, Black Carbon. Thanks for subscribing and tuning in. Liam Biddy, is it wrong if I say hearing? Yeah, I know. In continuous, we use only those words which show actions. Oh, that's interesting, Irina. I wasn't quite aware of that. Like when I heard the test saying I'm hearing a noise in the background, I thought that was perfectly fine, to be honest. Hello, football fan. Nice to see you back here, buddy. And also Ayanokochi Kiyotaka. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank your wife. Okay. Irina says thank you, Anne. Listening is a voluntary action and hearing is not. Yeah, I do know that for sure. Want to hear a joke? Yeah, sure. To the radical, feel free to tell me. Rook attack queen test. Okay, so Rook A8, right? Is what all of you guys are saying. Rook A8. There we go. Okay, now we got hit by the knight. Knight B5. Yeah, this is what you guys were expecting. Queen C6. Okay, you're right, Mr. T. And now, okay, so we take the knight, I assume? I suppose. Looks like it. You're trying to make me fall for another one, huh? But I have to say, I do not know that one. Oh, no. I know. You're going to say something that makes it sound like lick. I know that. You're saying ligma like lick my. You tried to get me, but you couldn't. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I'm on fire. Yeah, either way we win knight. Okay, let's grab the knight. There we go. Can I get a gold star if I get you? if you get me with one of these, Liam, then you're. That's another puzzle to add to your many condecorations of puzzles solved. I mean, you will eventually get me with one because I'll either be distracted or you'll just catch me because I'm not a native English speaker. Or because you come up with one that's really difficult to see coming. So yeah. There were 3 brothers. Shut up, respect and fire. Well, a fart. That seriously, that's the name of the guy. A fart. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I mean, the other guy is named Shut Up, and the other one Respect. So I guess a fart is also possible in that universe. So let's go bail him out. Wait for me to continue. Okay, Todoreka. Where are you from, if I may ask? I'm from Uruguay. It's in South America. And if you're a football fan, maybe you do know about Uruguay. Provided you're talking about football as in what the Americans call soccer. Queen f4, everyone is saying. So I'll go Queen f4. You already said that one, Liam. Now I'm doubting. Now I'm doubting your if your memory is suffering at the moment. You made that joke the other day. It's holy, and I did see that one. The end of that joke coming, like because I did imagine like I thought, oh yeah, Swiss cheese, like holes, yeah, holy, okay, yeah. So I saw that one else, but yeah, so you did do that joke the other day. It's cool if I mean like they say in Spanish, el público se renueva. So there may be people's subscribers now that weren't here. I mean, viewers now that weren't here the other day. So it's good that you repeat the jokes. Like maybe, you know, maybe someone will have fun. Remember, it's clearly suffering. I don't remember. No, it's all good. It's all good. Your pattern recognition in puzzles shows that your memory is perfectly fine. So don't worry. Queen f4 says everyone. So Queen f4. Okay, so Queen f4, threatening mate. Let's go. Okay. Well, what now? Maybe Queen f2. I don't know. No idea. Oh no, wait. We have bishop here. Never mind. I say what now? Like yeah, of course. Bishop. Okay, it has to be this one. If it's not this one, we start all over again. Okay, there he goes. Oh yeah, Mr. T had already said it. Yeah, thank you, Mr. T, for saying the whole line. And yeah, great solving, you guys. Ayano Kochi, Nathan Bates, and Mr. T. Yes, I know Uruguay. No good way to prevent checkmate. Yeah, no good way is right. I'm also looking for yeah. When Shadow comes in, the police officer asks his name and he says, "Shut up." The police officer says, "Hey, where is the respect?" And he says, "Don't." Yeah, the queen was free, yeah, Mr. T. Yeah. So took me a moment, but I did see that eventually. Asks, "What are you doing here?" To release a. Wow, yeah. Those guys had a big problem in the police station, didn't they? Sack the king. How 50 puzzles are this easy? Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's still like we're still not on like 60 or 70. When we reach like 60, I can guarantee that you're going to meet like some pretty strong puzzles. I mean, depending on your level, but. So now we are being threatened with mate e1 apparently. Bishop f7, bishop d7, rook d8, queen f6, rook d1. d7, bishop check, queen check. Will you post videos for members when there's more members? If you have any suggestion test as to which video you would like me to post for members only, let me know. Like, let me know which kind of video you would like for me to make member only, and I can make a video just for your viewing pleasure. So feel free to request. Like, right now you're the only member, so I mean, like, videos for members is going to be videos targeted towards you. Then when more members come, I hope they benefit from that. But I mean, just feel free to let me know which kind of video you would like to see, and I'll try to make that and see, and let's see what you think about it. By the way, what can you buy in your place with 100 pesos uruguayos? You can buy very little with 100. Very few things you can buy with 100. You can buy like a box of milk, you know, like very little stuff. Like, yeah, you can't buy a lot with 100 pesos. It's an expensive country. It's ridiculous because it's like it's like a country that the kind of life that you get here doesn't reflect like the how expensive everything is, but the cost of life is pretty expensive. I mean, at least for a Uruguayan, if you come here with a salary from somewhere else and you stay in Uruguay, then I mean you will find potentially that the country is okay for you, but for a Uruguayan, like the price of things is a little bit much. Bishop f7, bishop f7. Okay, let's see. Bishop f7, and after king takes, we have this, I suppose. Goes here. Oh no, wait. After king takes, then maybe we have this one. Yeah, that's more like it, right? This king just go back here, then this. Okay, I do believe you on the bishop f7 business. Okay, now we land here with a rook, right? If we land here with a rook, there's only one move. And after that, there's this. And there's only one move and this. But just in case, I will wait for you guys to confirm. But I mean, it seems like it's sad. I mean, there doesn't seem to be... That's a very forcing sequence, so unless I miss something, it's that. Queen f6. Wait, for real? But what's wrong with going over here? Like, going over here goes here, here. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I mean, then the king gets mated. If you go queen f6, then the king goes over here. And I don't know how you're mating the king. Wait, you can also go like over here. Goes over there. Okay, I'm clearly missing something. But, yeah, no, and then goes over there, and then how do you continue? Yeah, it has to be a rook here. Rook d8, what? Rook d7 says, okay. DM said rook d7, yeah, so I wasn't crazy. Okay, now queen e6. And goes over here, right? I just draw the arrows and you guys say yes or no. No, queen f6 doesn't work. I'm fairly sure. We can check we can check afterwards, but I don't think you were mating in that one. Queen e6. Yeah, no worries. I miss sequences all the time, but I don't think that worked at all. Let me check that. So over here, you guys want to go king f6. Yeah, goes king e8. You have nothing here. It's 0 0 0. That's what it's giving. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys wanted to go like over here or something, but if you go over here, then the king just goes there, and then you have nothing. Like probably you guys wanted to like land over there or something, but they can defend. I mean, apparently against the threat of this, and I'm not particularly surprised that they can defend. Like first of all, they can even bring the queen. But yeah, but don't beat yourself up over it. Like Mr. T said, it happens. It happens. It happens to me all the time to miss lines. That profile picture, says Nathan. You mean the profile picture of Mr. T? You know the GM. The GM now they are GMs. You're getting clever. Let me think. Well, let me think what you're up to here with that name. Like, what can you say? I find it hard to find one with that name, to be honest. Like, which one do you want to say there? Like, I mean, obviously you're trying to get me with that, but I mean, I can't I can't imagine like what follows. I assume something like can and then this you know this and add like to this some you know some stuff afterwards like this object that shouldn't be mentioned, but yeah, so something like that probably, and then followed by some action. But yeah, I assume that's the gist of it mainly. But yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to you that that adding the GM there in the middle is was an interesting touch. Rook takes bishop also. Wait, what? Rook takes bishop. Rook g4, queen g4. Not too sure about queen g4. Oh, hello, Vince on Earth. Thank you for tuning back in. Oh, okay. All right. That's a good one, Liam. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so rook first, right? Rook takes bishop. There we go. And okay, now what? Now rook here, and then followed by this. No, wait, not rook. Yeah, rook here, I suppose. Rook f3. Okay. Rook f3. Okay, goes over there. So we just grab this rook with a check over here, I assume. I mean, doesn't seem to. Oh no, wait, we can't. We're pinned. So yeah. Okay, I can already discard that move. That's for sure. So what? We unpin by going somewhere? I don't know. So yeah, I was going to try to play this move, and yeah, it wouldn't have let me if I tried. So funny atmosphere here today. Yeah, right, Irina. today we have Liam is in a in a joking mood. he has come up with a lot of jokes here. I'll have to do it in a few streams time when you've forgotten. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, if you try again when I have forgotten, you will eventually get me. Queen g2, king h2, king h2. Oh, okay, king h2, queen g2, king h2. Okay, king h2. Let's go king h2. And it was king h2, and now obviously we take with bishop, because if we take with a queen, then we're down a. Okay. All right. So yeah, great solving there, you guys. Excellent solving. Who said rook takes bishop first? I do believe it was Liam. Oh yeah, great job, Liam. And everyone else who found it as well. Oh, it's already 11 p.m. Now I have to go, guys. It's super late here. Yeah, well, between the jokes of Liam and the excitement about having my first member with test, I forgot about the time. Now I'm going to be going, guys. Thank you all who tuned in, and special huge thanks to Test for becoming a member and also sending me a message in the super chat. He like started like he tried all the features. Like he became a member, and he also sent me a super chat message. Like okay, so thank you very much if you're still here, Test, and if you're not here, well then thanks in honor of Test, and thank you to everyone who tuned in and subscribed and participated in the puzzle solving. And thanks for all the jokes, Liam. That was that was a very good atmosphere, like Irina said. Can we solve last puzzle? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can solve the last puzzle. Queen c6, knight d7, queen takes rook, knight b8, bishop a4, bishop d7, queen takes knight. Okay, let's go for it. Queen c6. 97, queen takes rook. Bishop a4. Now, okay, you were expecting bishop d7, but anyway, I assume the answer is still queen takes knight, right? Or is it bishop here? No, bishop here and the king approaches to the queen. So first it has to be this. Oh wait, this is already... No, it's not made because they put this over here. But then we have this and then it's made. So yeah, queen takes knight has to be, right? Queen takes knight, yeah. Okay, now bishop here. Like if bishop here is hard to find a move that doesn't that is not made. It's just here and here. I mean, but just in case I ask all the way through, because who knows? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing something. Bishop a5. Okay, there we go. So excellent solving there, Liam and everyone else. And yeah, thank you guys a lot for all the great vibes and being here. Take care and see you on the next one. So have a good day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and take care. Oh, bishop a5 already was made. I thought he could. Oh no, he couldn't move because there was a bishop. Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah. I made in that calculation. I made an illegal move with a king, where the king survived one more move. It's just because I was very excited about you know, I wanted to keep the game for longer because we were mating the king. So I said, well, you can make this illegal move, and then I mate you. So yeah, bye guys, take care, and see you on the next one.